Hello, everyone. I'm Travis Terrell, and welcome to We Are Live.
Eat shit, Travis!
It's going to be one of those mornings. Okay.
We've recently
right.
opened up the studio to fans of the show.
Hey,
We just get to
fans.
hang out. How would we feel about getting some fans in here to sit on the couch on Friday? I think it'd be funny.
Oh, okay. I kind of like that.
Trust
Go
a
for
trusted few. Some OGers.
Okay. If they're game to come in this early, go for it. We love the
I think
company.
it'd be fun.
We love the company. I'm game for it.
$2,000 a seat. It's all
Okay,
yours right here at
all right.
midcoast.media
I don't
on
think
the
that's gonna
green
happen.
couch.
Oh, boy.
Green for the money you give us to witness the masterpiece we put together from 8 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday on YouTube and Facebook right here. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel Midcoast Media on YouTube. We've got a great show planned today. Angela Smith's going to stop by
Oh, yeah.
in the second hour. She's going to play some Dogs on Film, and we'll probably talk some more holiday season's greetings films.
Now I see them everywhere.
Yeah,
now they're
are.
everywhere.
My
Now
mom, I talked to my mom. She's like, I just watched this Dolly Parton thing on Netflix.
Did I miss that?
It's on Netflix. So
Oh, it's on the Netflix. Okay, well, I'm checking it out.
Okay. Joining us, the man who could be a young Chris Kringle. It's Chris Gardner.
I like that.
Hi, Chris.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish, yeah.
You wished it, Travis.
So awesome.
I'm gonna instate a black T-shirt only rule. I saw myself yesterday with a shirt that fits me fine, but I was like, ooh, looking pretty chunky, Chris. You just switch it up. You go black T-shirt. You're like, damn, I'm not so disgusting.
I don't own a black
Could've-
T-shirt.
Yeah,
I don't wear black.
Travis, sounds problematic.
I don't like black as a color.
Didn't
to
think
wear.
I didn't think
Fashion-wise.
I didn't think you could see color.
Fashion.
You sure can see black, huh?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
I can see white too.
Uh-huh.
I prefer a white T-shirt to a black T-shirt.
Okay.
That's just me though.
Because you're for transparency.
Sure.
Then
I wore a tuxedo a couple times.
how'd that go?
It was fine. But I don't think I look good in black. That's the thing. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Garzi.
Good morning
Do it.
to the walnuts.
There it is. Put it up. Nuts on walls.
In your face.
Nuts on walls.
W. In your face.
Where my walnut is at.
How we doing, everybody?
Walnutters. Good. Very good. You?
I'm so happy to see you guys.
Why?
Yeah,
you guys,
why?
it's the holiday season. You know,
I'm ending the stream now.
we're going to.
What are you doing?
Nothing. You guys look good, Chris. The hair,
No.
as usual, phenomenal.
What are you up to?
Guardsy, you and I have had some spirited, fun, educational debates and discussions of recent.
On the air or off the air?
Off the air?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't even remember some of them.
That's okay. I do.
Okay.
And we had a valuable experience at the History Museum.
Oh, that was fun.
That was a good time.
We're going to get you back there.
Absolutely.
You telling us the history of different items
Mhm.
in the History Museum.
Have you met Leotis Arch? Let me tell you about him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hook shot back in high school,
Oh,
and
like-
it looks like an arch.
Mhm.
Oh. See?
And people was like, Dad, we are inspired to move
Go.
west.
Hmm?
To west.
Why?
It just inspired people to do westward expansion.
Oh, that's how westward expansion happened.
That's how it happened. And so when you did the arch, they ended up killing him, Leotis Arch.
Oh, really?
But in his honor, they built the St. Louis Arch, which is now a symbol of the West.
How do you spell Leotis? Leotis?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and make that our topic for our watch party.
Because I think I've asked him that exact question before.
Leotis?
Because there was another Leotis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who.
Common name. It's like Steve in White America.
Because I think Leotis is also like Leodis, possibly.
Right.
There's a singer that went by Leotis. You got to stand up in it or something.
I
Was
don't
a
know
lyric
about
to a
that.
song.
Stand up in it?
Yeah.
Like stand up in. Oh.
Yeah. My friend the Angry Cabbie used to play that song in his car. We called his car the Ambassador. His big old luxury car. He would play what we call shit rock on the
Oh.
on the radio. On
My
the stereo.
stars.
Oh,
And,
like butt rock?
It's just like
Oh.
It's got a funky beat to it,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
also it's not necessarily the greatest music. Some of it,
Oh, all right.
but then some of it would be like Santana, Carlos Santana.
Oh, never mind. Okay, we're talking.
So
about different
it's a
things.
combination. But there's one by Leotis. I remember Leotis yelling out loud in the song.
Hmm.
You gotta stand up in it. Something. I'll have to
Stand
look.
up in it?
Yeah.
That is very vivid.
Let me look up the lyrics to
That is
one
very
now.
vivid.
You do that. I'll thank our friends at Snappy Bigman Coffee for
Ah.
being an ambassador to a good morning.
A snappy big morning to ya.
Makes a great gift this holiday season. Be
Okay,
sure to
I
check
was-
them out.
I was wrong.
Thank
It's
God.
Theotis.
Oh.
Theotis easily stand up in it.
Oh, but the lyrics are stand up in it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But it's Theotis.
It's very not a very creative mom. If you had Theotis and Leotis, I don't know. Yeah, but
Chris and Dave. I mean,
yeah, alphabetically
okay.
in order there.
The song goes, the lyrics. Now this song is going out to all of you players. Wannabe players, wannabe pimps, Mac daddies, or whatever you call yourself. Well, you better get your game face on, 'cause this old lady told me one time, she says, son, you men think you know what women want, but you don't.
oh.
And then she went on to tell me a story, and it goes a little something like this.
Oh no.
And then it kind of gets a little groovier. It's,
Okay.
all you wanna be lovers. It kind of gets going like that.
Okay, that's sweet.
And then the lyrics are, there's something you need to know.
Uh-huh.
Now this old lady told me a story a long time ago. She said Theotis.
Uh-huh.
But the truth about the whole thing is, boy, they really don't. She said, I had a man who thought he was the world's greatest lover. But then you add his time up, he was just a 5-minute brother.
Oh.
He used to lick it.
Oh.
Why are
Whoa.
you doing this to us?
He
Oh.
used to stroke it.
Oh.
You know, one night we was making love. He said, this thing is so damn good, I want to put in my pipe and smoke it.
What?
She said, Theotis, you need to know that you can lick it,
What?
and you can stroke it,
What?
and you can kiss it,
Oh.
and you can eat it.
Oh.
But you ain't done a doggone thing until you stand up in it.
Oh, sweet mercy.
You never heard that song?
I look. Bookmark that for me, please.
Yeah. Theotis Easley, stand up in it.
I think I just found my next 5 minutes at stand up. We're gonna talk about that.
So
What
remember
year did that song come out?
I'll have to look that up.
That can't.
Ju-
That
so
doesn't sound
remember-
like a.
Remember,
that does-
gentlemen,
That's like a.
you got to stand up in
Oh,
it.
sweet Jesus. By the way, see if we can get John Beebe to get a T-shirt going with that. Stand up in it.
Yeah.
What was the last time you heard that term?
I don't know if I ever have.
You've never heard of that term?
7th grade E. PE.
It's gotta have been. It's definitely 7th grade PE.
Okay, I said Easley. It's Theotis Ely. Ely. Yeah.
And the song came out when?
Let's see.
Okay, wait, let's get a guess in. What year are you thinking?
1997.
Damn it. I'm gonna go 86.
I'm trying to find that data right now.
Those
Release
lyrics are
date.
very. I haven't heard that. Like, man, that is probably the crudest, funniest,
Looks like
honestly accurate. It's a 2000 song.
2004.
Oh, we gotta find. Oh boy.
He's a Southern Soul music artist.
Oh man.
Gardner, since this is important to you, we have
Yeah.
a request from Royce in the comments. Wants to hear that song in storytelling form from you at a later date.
Oh, why don't we get Keith Morrison to read those lyrics?
Probably would. Probably not very busy.
Maybe Ted Simmons as Christopher Walken. Yeah, we can get someone to read those. You know who knows that? Sean knows that song.
Good.
I'll play it. I'm going to play it
Oh,
on the
Jesus.
jukebox later
Oh,
at the
no.
local watering hole.
I think
This
that's
is
a
gonna
smart
be
thing to do.
great and awful.
Certainly will.
We'll listen to it after the show.
Okay.
Thanks. Appreciate
I
that.
have
value.
like that is man, I feel like it's one of those things that has been outlawed, banned from like the vernacular, from the culture, as they
What?
say.
Stand up in it?
Yeah, man. You just don't hear that, and there's a reason for it. It just sounds so. Okay, we get it. You know.
You ain't got to say another more word.
Yeah, okay. Got a point.
I
Gardner's got a point.
I do want to real quick say thanks to Gateway Powder Coating for sponsoring the show. GatewayPowderCoat.com for more information. Guys, if you need your wheels done up right, don't say nothing but a word.
Oh,
you
there
take
you
it to
go.
Gateway Powder Coating. Go out, see Mark, Alex, and the fellas. They'll take care of you. They're in O'Fallon, but they're #1 resource for powder coating in the Midwest. Again, gatewaypowdercoat.com for more information. Do we have a poll we need to get to? We have some
Yeah,
results.
we have results from one that we had put out yesterday. It was in honor of Kirk Douglas' 103rd birthday. We asked, would you want
Gardner
to
does not
live
want to.
for 103 years? Yes, 39%. No, 61%. So 61% are on my side. That's a long time to be alive in whatever madman designed this creation.
Pluses, minuses to both? So at 103, when is your checkout point?
I don't know.
Like if 103 is too much, what's the threshold?
Well, I thought it was 38, but that was just a prediction. I don't know. 83 I'm going with.
Man, but imagine being 83, still feeling okay, and be like, hey, whoa, hey, take it easy. Imagine that. If you're 83 and you live to 93 and you still have your faculties, that's 10 years.
Maybe it depends on
You
what
could change
technology.
a lot. From 70 to 90,
Yeah.
it's 20 years.
Well, what's the point?
I'm saying you could impart wisdom. You
To-
could tell
but
stories about
but-
songs that you used to listen to.
Yeah, but what's the point still?
What's the
I
point
need
now?
more. That's a very good question.
All right. Everybody slow down.
What?
All right.
Calm down.
You call Tom down. What's the point?
Yeah.
To live.
If you're not living, what are you doing?
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's what my boy Red always used to say.
Red who? I know a red.
Speaking of red,
Old black man?
We all have one.
Red and dying. Yesterday, towards the end of the show, I thought a cuticle. I was ripping it out,
Oh.
and instead it was like a root in my thumb. My thumb bled for like an hour after the show. But mid-show, there was just like blood
No, it
spurting
wasn't-
out onto my pants.
It was
I'm
a
like,
mid-show. It was at the very end of the show. Because
Yeah.
if people want to go back and watch the live stream, because I wasn't looking at Chris, I was looking at the screen when this occurred. And when it did, Chris's body goes, and I'm like,
involuntary spasm.
and did it twice. And I'm like, is Chris? I'm thinking, like the look on his face, his eyes widened a little, and I'm like, well, something's wrong, and I don't know exactly what. I thought something might have fallen and you caught it, or something like that. I did not realize you were trying to rip your thumb off.
Piece of thumb fell out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can, I'm sure if you go back and look at the stream, you can see the moment it happened near the end of the show.
So that was that. Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah. Self abuse.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah. It's the only way I can feel.
Some.
Did you need to mess with it during the show? See,
Did.
had you probably you were
It
trying
kept
to do two
catching on
things.
things. Kept catching
Oh,
on
that's
things. I was like,
gross.
ow.
I've
I was
had
like,
that.
oh, I'll get this out of the way. And it was like you go to
Wait.
pull a weed, and then all of a sudden you get
Oh, you
part of a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, take your time, man.
It's like pulling a handkerchief from a clown.
Get
Yes.
a utensil next
Right.
time. Get one of those little clips.
right.
A what?
Clips.
Do you use that?
Yeah,
Do
clips.
you take care of your cuticles?
Marlon Wayans one time called him out on the show that his nails were dirty. That was funny.
Really?
Yeah, I was very upset at that.
That was pretty funny.
I think
Ah,
I do a
wasn't that
pretty good
funny.
job with mine. Why wasn't it that funny?
That was rude.
Well, maybe take better care of your cuticles.
Well, he didn't
Marlon
know my
Wayans.
situation at that time. Marlon Wayans ain't got. I ain't talk bad about Marlon Wayans.
Oh, you didn't like sextuplets on Netflix.
Yeah, see, I could have gone on and talked about his shitty ass projects, but I didn't.
Man, you really took
It
offense
would have been funny
to this,
if you
didn't
went after Little Man right away, or White Chicks.
I'm sorry. I wish I could live out the legacy of my father's artwork too.
Oh, there he is. He's attacking Marlon
Jesus.
Wayans.
Just because of your fingernails?
Marlon Wayans. If his last name wasn't Marlon Wayans, he wouldn't even have a job right
well,
now.
you said if his
He'll
last
probably
name.
come back
you
through.
said if his last name wasn't
You
Marlon
ain't having him on the
Wayans.
show, Marlon Wayans. You rude.
So you should have just said if his last name wasn't Wayans because Marlon is not his last name.
No, I'm just playing. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
But it was
what,
kinda
what did
rude.
he say about
I
him?
just said, "Hey, man, your nails dirty." I was like, "Bro, I just literally got here from the gym. Leave me alone."
You got your fingernails dirty at the gym?
Oh, when you're sweating.
That
That's
doesn't-
not gonna add up.
Yeah.
How do you think sweat works?
Sweat picks up the oils, and when you're wiping your hands
Uh huh.
It's not.
Uh-huh.
off the face.
And you got
So-
dirt then?
Yeah, because you got oil on your face.
And that got like underneath. Was it underneath the nails? Why did
It
he
was
say?
just under my hands. We were running into Shock City to do a quick interview. We took the time out of our schedule to sit down with
really
Mr.
bothers you.
Waynes to discuss his projects.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
And you
but he was
show
still,
up with
I thought
dirty
it was-
nails?
I just give me like, you ain't gotta call me out. You could like, I get it though. I mean, it's
He's a
Hollywood
comic.
types.
He's
Hollywood types.
observational.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Hollywood types. I get
How many
it.
people have
Hollywood
alluded to?
type.
How many times have people? Greg Fitzsimmons is one of my heroes and told me that my jacket didn't fit.
But it didn't.
3 minutes
That
in.
was
Well, your
different.
fingers were disgusting
Well,
too.
that's beside the point. But he didn't say it to you on the air.
Yes, he did. Fitzdog, and I rolled with it, and I was like, yeah, yeah, that's what he called.
Oh,
it's
that's
a joke.
so
He calls
different though.
himself
But
that.
that's different though.
You could have rolled with it.
I
You
did
coulda-
roll with it.
You could have.
I did
you
roll
coulda
with it,
said-
and I did roll
you
with
said
it.
You coulda-
I rolled with it in
No,
the moment.
what
I
you
rolled with
shoulda
it in the
said-
moment.
What you should have said was, yeah, I just picked up a DVD copy of White Chicks, and they're filthy. Huh?
No, no. Well, yeah.
I want to
well,
go back and watch this interview now. I want to see how you
I
responded.
think we should put that on the channel.
There's no video.
Oh,
It's audio.
I could
You
at least
sure?
listen to it.
We wouldn't have filmed. Yeah.
I could listen to. I can listen to your voice and tell.
Yeah.
You probably did one of the.
But the one you just got mad about it though. I like
I
that.
ain't get mad about it. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna be called out, I'd rather be called out by more talented people.
Marlon Wayans is plenty talented to make fun of either of us.
No, he's not. Why?
I think he's
Because he
he's got a
did the
few- he's
Wayne's
got
Brothers
some
20
funny
years
stuff, man.
ago.
Don't drink your juice in the hood holds up.
That's true. That is
Probably
good.
a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is. He
What-
had a few good. White Chicks is really good. White
Is
Chicks
it?
is really good.
I didn't see that.
Well, what-
Our friend
White
Heather
Chicks is
McDonald
really
was in
good.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
what about white chicks?
White Chicks is really good.
White face.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a show or a movie called Black Chicks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Marlon Wayans.
Oh, he's kind of thinking.
I didn't
now,
mean-
he's
I didn't
like,
mean to.
"Man, if I
And
need a
he's sorry you
screenwriting
can't
job."
take care of your fingernails.
No, because I made a pledge to myself not to
Oh.
go after my African American artist because
Oh,
that's not fair. Because you guys do enough of that. So Marlon Wayans.
seems like you're the
I
only
like
one in
to
the room going
apologize.
after.
Yeah,
it.
we
I
were defending
apologize.
him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
apologize, Marlon Wayans, for these folks turning me against you.
Somebody else's fault now, huh?
I do want to say that Yale Hollander can think of a pretty nice age to die.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I've got that one.
Let's let Travis figure it out.
I'm not trying to figure. I'm just gonna go on with.
I'll
the
say it one more
rundown.
time. I can think of a nice age to die.
Nice.
69.
Yeah.
Tom Brown says Walt.
Travis couldn't think because he was so angry thinking about what Marlon Wayne said.
He's so sour about it.
I'm not sour about it anymore.
So sour. Adam Carolla.
argue.
Adam Carolla straight up asked me if I was on a lobster butter cleanse. And I laugh
Adam
about
Carolla
it still.
also said, "Thank you for calling me master." And did I get upset in the moment? No.
You're the only one who got upset about the nails thing.
But I can't. But everybody knows I roll with it, right? 'Cause I know I roll with it, right?
2 years later, you don't seem like you're rolling.
I'm just.
I don't hold on to anything. Fucking Marlon Wayans. check Travis's web
You know
history.
what?
He goes and he purposely downrates everything Marlon Wayans does every day.
See your Rotten Tomato score now. I got IMDb Pro.
Yeah.
I can make some noise.
Royce asking what we think about The Sixth Man.
I wasn't terrible.
Who was the white guy in The Sixth Man?
It was your boy.
Wasn't Spade, was it?
No, who's the redheaded good dude?
Was it Rappaport?
Yeah, wasn't it Rappaport? Your
Why
boy?
is he my boy?
Oh man.
Dude, you know he was accused of stalking his ex.
Are you surprised? Have you seen Michael Rappaport's face?
Stalking.
Then again, I kind of got a stalky face too.
I want to make sure this is the one.
I got a stalky. Do I got a stalky face?
Was the sixth? What was the sixth?
Was Kadeem Hardison in that?
Maybe.
This is
Yes,
when-
he was. This
And
is,
Marlon's a ghost.
but that's the one. Travis Ford, the Billikens head coach, is
Yes.
in it.
He's in it? Like he's
Yeah.
a player in it?
He's Danny O'Grady.
Nice.
And he's a player.
I can't remember. I know he's in the movie.
We should
Does he talk about it? Do you ask him about it?
Yeah,
Fi-
he's been asked about it before.
Find out when the anniversary of Six Man is.
When Marlon comes through again, we should unite the two of them.
Let's see, release date.
That should be your only question.
March 28th, 1997, it was released.
Damn it. Wait, Chris, do the math on that. Nah.
97?
So that'd
What
be
about it?
I'm just saying, would it be a special anniversary? I'm just trying to see.
Who cares?
Well, the reason why I care because I want that to be Gardner's only question this year. He asked of Travis Ford as being a part of the Billikens media.
Well, if they make a
That's the only one question. Coach,
Ooh,
it's a 20.
that's a
I think
deep,
it's funnier
that's a
to say-
deep run in the madness to get to March 28th. It's filmed in Seattle.
Really?
I think it
Puget
would be.
Sound is
But am I right on the premise of the film?
yeah, he
let's
dies.
see, Antoine
Well,
and Kenny
But
Tyler.
I think he
are-
dies, gets a heart attack off of alley oop.
Yeah, suddenly.
I think am I crazy? Am I remembering this film wrong?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds crazy. He gets a heart attack off an alley.
He does. He gets the alley oop, but he gets a heart attack.
Hold on, let me read
Okay.
this brief plot summary with it. God damn it!
Sorry.
It's a heart attack off
Welcome
an
to the
alley-oop.
show where we talk about the sixth man and
Okay, Antoine and Kenny Tyler, NCAA college basketball players, and Antoine is the star of the team. Suddenly, Antoine dies of a heart attack,
See.
and Kenny has to fill his shoes as leader of the team. Sometime later, Antoine returns as a ghost and helps Kenny in game and in life, but Kenny changes in the process and doesn't quite like it.
Mm.
So, yeah, Kenny is Marlon Wayans. Antoine is Kadeem Hardison. I haven't thought of Kadeem Hardison in a while. And Travis Ford is Danny O'Grady.
He's a player.
23% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, that ain't. Oh, 23 like Jordan. That ain't bad.
Maybe it was to honor Jordan.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think so. That makes sense. Huh.
But there you go.
I'm sorry,
The
Marlon
sixth
Wayans.
man.
David Paymer and Kevin Dunn are both in it. You would know David Paymer. He's
Kevin
been in
Dunn
like-
sounds familiar.
He's been in a lot. Yeah, this is.
I'm sorry, Marlon. Forgive me.
Yeah, you were a little harsh.
I was angry. I'm sorry.
Octavia Spencer's in it.
At least you can admit it.
I wasn't in the right place when he said those comments. So
Why
that's
does it
probably
still bother
Will
you? to this
Sasso
day?
is in it.
Because I wasn't in the right place, and I wanted to be better for Marlon. That's what it was,
Okay.
and I wasn't, and I felt terrible. Because I'm a lot of things, but I try not to be unprofessional. I feel like you. Okay. Well,
So we don't want to
Okay.
live to 103.
Yeah, that's
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 our,
what we've decided.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure.
that's
that's
our
it.
melee.
I feel like Tom Brown's right when he says this 23% feels high for the sixth man. Yeah, it probably is.
You
I
know what
also,
is high?
if you were 103 and made $324 million,
Damn it.
what's high, Travis?
that's what you get for doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting him off with his abrupt, game-changing transitions.
Oh,
What's high,
game-changer.
Trav?
Well, apparently the checking account of one Garrett Cole.
Oh.
As you just mentioned, Chris, it has been reported that he will sign a 9-year, $324 million deal to become the ace of the New York Yankees. How do you do, kids?
He's gonna buy a big chain with that money.
Oh.
You know what? Was it Garrett Cole who literally 5 seconds after the World Series, after the Nationals won,
Yes.
officially became Team Garrett Cole?
Yes.
Did you remember that? At the end, Game 7, after the Nationals just blow away the Astros, of course. They are interviewing the players after the World Series. Astros had lost, and everybody's still in their uniforms, talking to the media. Oh no, not Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole was already in a Scott Boras company hat, and was like, "Well, I can only officially speak for Garrett Cole." He no longer spoke for the Astros. He says after that final pitch, that was it. He was officially free agent. Technically, he wasn't going to be one for a few more days, but in that moment, he was a free agent.
Yeah. I like
Because I think, I guess he saw the writings on the wall. He knew immediately, this doesn't matter because Daddy going to get paid no matter what. 324, that's holy Jesus.
Reportedly had a huge offer from the Angels on the table as well. He is from Southern California, so I thought that's where he would end up just because you end up with that. He still could. Who knows? The Yankees could dump him after 2 years. But, boy, New York,
36
you're the
million.
ace. It's the most pressured ace in the game now.
Yep. And this is different because this Yankees organization is on the cusp. So he's being brought in to put them officially over the top. The last 2 seasons, the Yankees have gotten close. And look, this may be the piece. So that's a lot of pressure.
Ready
36 mil, and then to be the guy that puts New York back in front.
The lovely and talented Buster Olney, I believe he tweeted this
Delightful
out.
gentleman.
and you could figure it out quickly anyway. The 2 contracts for Cole and Giancarlo Stanton, just those 2,
Right.
more than the entire Orioles payroll for 2019. 2020, sorry.
Jesus.
2 players.
That's insane. It's only insane in the context that they deserve it. And it's insane because I just can't fathom that much money for any one position. But I guess in baseball, let me check that because I think it's worthy in basketball. Baseball, there are too many other factors, too many other variables.
Oh, in basketball.
Well, in basketball, one guy can indeed change an entire. Paul George going to L.A. with Kawhi Leonard, those 2 teaming up, makes them the favorites. Garrett Cole, while the Yankees will be the favorites, so much can happen in between their seasons that don't have anything to do with that individual that can affect them getting to where they have to go.
Money's got to go somewhere.
He does have to go somewhere. You're
Well,
right.
I mean, the money does.
Oh, well,
You know
that's
what I
very
like?
true.
I liked that last year was so effing horrible
Right.
of an off season,
Right.
and it felt like there was a whole complete teardown happening. I was genuinely thinking maybe if this off season was as bad or worse as last season. And again, Bryce Harper still made a bunch of money last off season. Machado, bunch of money last
Right.
off season. I thought maybe we'd start hearing about strike grumblings because of how the owners and management were controlling this. But maybe all they did was just recorrect the market somehow because they are shelling out money.
But here's what the
In the top half.
With that being
there's
said-
also half the league that's going to purposely tank and then ditch players when they get to be expensive.
right,
too.
and that's on-field performance. But then if you look at the revenue that these clubs are currently generating for themselves through these massive television deals, they're doing all right as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
that-
so
that
I
was the-
think
that's a point.
so. I think that's kind of to your point. I think the players were like, hey, yeah, there should be more of a pie being cut for our better players because we know the revenue for these ball clubs, even markets like Kansas City and Minnesota. They're doing very well for themselves, so let's make sure you don't cut out the players. So I'm always pro player on this, so I'm happy for Garrett Cole. I will also I would still be a little bit apprehensive because it is pitching, and we've seen pitching over the years. It can quickly deteriorate. Max Scherzer being the outlier. But we know these guys at some point throughout these contracts have to have major surgery because of the innings they've thrown. And Garrett Cole isn't, necessarily a finesse guy. The guy throws hard. And so that's my only concern, putting so much
I
money
think that's
behind.
built into it, though.
You think so? I mean, it's the
Oh, yeah.
Yankees. The Yankees aren't going to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like they aren't going to. If there's an organization that can eat a contract, it's the Yankees.
Like if you sign a pitcher to that long of a deal, you kind of assume maybe that's the case. and
Okay.
That's part of.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And it's
you're fine
and it's
with it.
probably and it's looking. I'm sure the Yankees did the math and they said, we've gotten through the Randy Johnsons, we've gotten through the
Oh, for sure. You're seeing it now with
You know.
Boston, as David Price is rumored to maybe be coming to the
Jacoby
Cardinals,
Ellsbury.
or
They can eat
being
those
traded
contracts.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Like David
yeah.
Price was a version of Garrett Cole a few years ago. So you look at these contracts, and it's just part of the game. I know it's not easy for us to comprehend as far as how could you
No,
give
no,
him that much
it
money?
makes sense. They
Well,
have-
here's how. They make way more than that.
and then they have an opportunity to dominate this division for years to come. The Red Sox are still trying to figure out what's going on with them. Mookie Betts could be gone here this time next year for the Red Sox. So I think the Yankees are saying, look, we have a great window in front of us right now for us to be able to attack and win this damn thing. Like they know what they're going to also have to do to compete with the Astros. And look, what a great move.
Cheat.
Take that guy away from the Astros and put him on your team. So
Do moves like
smart play. A lot of money. Good for him.
again, we don't know what's going to happen but do moves like San Diego and Philly, the Phillies are a better example. The moves like the Phillies made last year make you appreciate or annoyed with the Cardinals' approach
Oh man.
because Then you look at it and you're like, that doesn't guarantee wins.
I see the Cardinals. They're a smart organization, it's a very successful organization. I think what they want, while it may not always align with the fans, it doesn't mean they don't want the best. But you would like to see the Cardinals make that splash, but you understand fiscally why they don't, because they can still get the same end result without having to fork over all that more
It sucks
money.
being hyper aware of everything.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're saying, oh, no, but if you did a little more, then we could have a way better chance of winning every
Well,
year.
they're probably
but then,
thinking,
but
yeah.
then you also see them developing the blocks around
Right.
They're
thinking
thinking, saying, oh, that's where they're using their money.
And then look, they did the math. They saw, look, we believe if a guy steps up and a guy's supposed to perform the way he's supposed to perform, we shouldn't have to go out and spend $40 to $60 million more a year that would ultimately cut into our revenue when we're still going to end up with the same result. That's my thinking behind not being in the room. So I think it's just frustrating from the fan point, because you know they have the money, you know they could get them, but it's a conscious decision not to, because they're going to really roll the dice on Tommy Edman. And, hindsight's 20/20, but you're thinking to yourself, you're crazy. There's Bryce, who is his Edman guy. But at the same time, Bryce was sitting at home during the postseason. Tommy Edman was coming through with big hits for the Cardinals to win a divisional series against a very good Atlanta Braves team.
Our
So they kinda,
our friend Greg Amsinger, Gardner's close personal friend. You golf with him when he's home. Elitist. Says this as well. Royce is busy in the comments this morning. I love it. Cardinals won the Central and lost in the NLCS to the champs. This is how diehard St. Louis says it's not enough. And Greg Amsinger
right.
says it every single time we talk to him. It's so true.
Yeah?
But the problem is, or the good thing is, you need that level of care to get people to come out on a Tuesday night in August.
That was my other thing I'm curious about, because you bring up a good point. Do you think the institutions like the Cardinals, they're misreading their fan base?
How?
In the sense of, because something about the last few years, obviously missing the postseason does it, but something's changing in the water, I feel like, with the Cardinals fan base. People are getting, I don't know. I've never seen the type of consternation right now in a fan base that's had success like the Cardinals have. Now, yeah, I understand that prior to this past season, they missed out on 3 consecutive postseasons. But even when they returned after a very good run towards the end of the year, great performances from Jack Flaherty, nearly stealing the Cy Young. Like, you got guys like Tommy Edman that stepped up. Dax rounded his season into form. Yachty had clutch hits. Goldschmidt started to hit. Ozuna started to hit. And yet, you got the vibe. You got the feeling that, you kind of got that from the fan base.
Well, a lot of what they were doing was hope, and they kind of there's some luck involved. Like, listen, where the bad stuff happened, the Wainwright season was completely unexpected. The fact that Yachty continues to produce at 403 years old, not expected. Maybe you could say expected out of him, but you can't keep expecting it.
Right.
Goldschmidt didn't have an MVP year, but then he kind of picked it back up. You have Matt Carpenter, worthless, a negative to your team. But you didn't see that coming.
But do you think it was everybody kept saying, was it the Stanley Cup hangover, which I really didn't buy into. But you're just getting this vibe recently. My overall point is that it feels like the community is very ho-hum for the Cardinals. It's almost like, yeah, I'm going to opening day. Oh, yeah, the Cubs are in town. But it just seems like there is not a lot of energy right now around this organization. It's like people are preordained as to how this offseason is going to go. Cardinals are going to be part of a lot of talks. They're going to be the maybe mystery team. They may sign a nice player that's good for the bullpen. They may make a decent trade that could be a minor upgrade. But other than that, we'll see you at winter warm-up.
I think at the end of the day, it just kind of goes back to we're spoiled.
You think so? Wow.
Yeah, probably. I mean, realistically, we should have been over the moon and should be talking about the Paul Goldschmidt move for years last year. He's a big deal. The fact that Wainwright paid off was good. Like, there were exciting things that could
I mean,
that
Jack
happened.
Flaherty could be the
Jack
best
Flaherty
pitcher, one of the
might
best.
make $400 million whenever his thing comes up.
I would
so.
imagine right now he's certainly enjoying what he's seeing right now. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the vibe, the energy. There's this uneasiness right now with the organization.
But
And that just doesn't say
speaks
the
to
Cardinals
the
aren't
standards that they've
true.
set, though,
True.
because
This is very true.
so maybe they don't go the extra mile. Maybe, I don't know. They probably look at it. They're like, we created an entire bar mall next to our place that people go and party at and hang out at and spend money.
But
in
some
and all this
people
stuff.
also argue like, well, okay. I don't know. I think it just people aren't right now moved by the Cardinals, and I don't know. Maybe it's I feel like there's something missing.
As compared to whom? Like, because Kansas City, Oakland, all these places that can be good, but they go 10 years.
Ben Fred wrote about it at the end of the season about how he said the energy at Busch, and as Ben Fred's covered the team all year long. He always is basically at Busch, and so he said during the postseason there was a massive difference between Atlanta and St. Louis, a massive difference between St. Louis and D.C. Like energy, the crowd rise, people being involved. There was a different energy. And I'm curious, that's usually never said about the quote-unquote best fans in baseball, but we saw a lot of empty seats in the postseason. Mind you, a lot of that had to do with start times too.
Sure.
But
I don't know,
saw,
maybe
but
we
you
are
saw a
discounting
lot
the
of
Blues
people,
stuff too much.
and maybe that is, but I just think that's an unusual reason to also there to be a lull around the Cardinals at this point. I don't know. St. Louis is going through this odd transition about how they feel about their sports teams.
Well, and you have enough people to be a big deal, but maybe not enough people to be two big deals.
True.
Honestly, like maybe the Blues thing is part of that. Gardner, any thoughts?
Not really.
No. Just sitting it out. Nicest
I don't care.
Yeah,
nicest fans in baseball really means boringest fans in baseball.
they
says
are
Tom
that.
Brown.
They are that. And look, I've said before that the Cardinals can be very seasonless, and we can tell by their concert decisions as to how that is the case. But I'm wondering if an organization, this is representation of maybe what a lot of older corporate entities in this country are now. Do they not understand the energy, the landscape that's sort of changing with new consumers, millennials, if you will? Like there is a shift going on, and people, back in the day, you'd be like, all right, I'll bite the bullet and spend $100 going out to Busch. Now with TV deals, comforts of your home, beautiful 4K TV screens, like I feel like you need to truly get
wouldn't the
involved
Cardinals-
with the base to truly get folks to come out and enjoy your product. Like
Wouldn't
you
the
have
Cardinals
to truly
say
get
like we do that? I don't know.
I think
I know what you're talking about.
I think
but then
I think
if I'm the
they've
Cardinals,
tried
I'm
some
like,
things.
dude,
I think
we do
they've tried
everything.
some things. You're right. I don't think you can be perfect. And I don't think you can just hit home runs right off the bat. But they have done things. But they have done the what's the pass? The monthly pass you can buy, where you
Yeah.
can then come in. That's something different. They've done the microbrews. They brought in the party patio out in right field.
I mean, what do you want? Tide Pod night? Like, how's this?
No,
gonna
I'm
work?
just I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Maybe because I don't know, I can't really
Drop
spot it, but I
X
feel
and
like-
watch a game, kids.
Maybe I just want more.
Yeah.
Maybe a DJ.
We've got medical marijuana night on
Oh, nah,
420.
Look,
we'll
a
see you at the
DJ
ball
and
game.
medical marijuana. I think though, if they're-
Margarita night?
you know what beer though did for baseball in the 50s and 60s, I think marijuana can do for baseball.
Watch some ball
in the next generation.
With
Think
some
about it.
claw, White Claw night this fall.
What do you want to do when you're like, especially when the weather's nice? You just want to sit outside and just enjoy what's in front of you. So what product better to combine that with? Marijuana and baseball.
nobody
3.5 hours of you just chilling, like, damn man, that's dope.
The great
Nobody would
smokeout?
complain about passive play anymore.
No, they would not.
That'd be good.
See? So what beer did for baseball in its heyday, it could be the resurrection for this industry, for this sport.
I mean, beer started this organization.
Yes.
But think if you did an
If it wasn't for beer, there isn't St. Louis Cardinals.
Anheuser-Busch infused THC drink, then all the players throughout
You got so excited.
This is like
very excited.
going on a date with Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the MLB players with the last name Green, their jersey sales go through the roof.
Nice.
I can see where this is gonna go. Yeah.
Why not? If you're talking medical marijuana, especially, at some point, BJC is going to get involved. BJC, major
Please,
sponsor.
they're probably already
with
dumping money into
what
it,
I'm
yeah.
saying. Like I say, so
I don't
I'm
know if you
look.
can do a medical.
I think I
marijuana.
just figured out how to.
Travis thinks that medical marijuana means the hospital's growing.
Yeah.
No.
No, but that'd be a funny
You'll have to
premise.
get a prescription.
Yeah,
be a funny
I know,
premise.
but I'm saying that
Yeah,
why
because
wouldn't hospitals grow it though?
Well, why wouldn't they grow penicillin? Like they don't make it.
They can. You don't think the
No,
hospitals and
hospitals are
big
where you
farm?
go.
companies.
You don't think hospitals and big
Companies.
farm are in bed with each other?
Well, they are,
They
but
don't
they're
own each
one
other.
sells to it. One's a distributor.
no, they're the one and the same. That's
No,
why.
they're not.
All right, man. All right.
I mean,
The doctors and big
Intrinsically-
farm are in cahoots.
But
Okay,
Pfizer
that's
doesn't
different.
own BJC.
right?
But
That's
corruption,
illegal.
But corruption is corruption.
But we're not talking about the grand
yeah,
scheme.
there are issues with healthcare,
Yeah, I
most
mean,
certainly, Travis.
right.
But this is a simple idea. This
Right.
is not a.
Yeah.
okay, maybe I
Yeah.
complicated.
What did you smoke
I'll
before you
bring it-
came in here?
I'll
Yeah.
bring it-
Okay.
Bring that
there
one
it
back.
is.
bring it
Yeah.
back.
Buds at
It's
Bush
not
night.
Pfizer BJC.
Sorry. Might as well.
I just picture in Travis's head there was a guy with a stethoscope out tending to the weed fields,
Let me check your. You can smoke.
checking up on things.
This is
Okay.
good. This is a good strain.
Grew
But I think-
this myself.
I think I just figured out how to save attendance in baseball. I think I should really pitch this.
Tom Brown's got Buds at Bush night, weed and Budweiser.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, look. So what are the? So we already know Denver has it. So the Rockies would have it. California teams would have it. California teams would have it. I got the Dodgers out there.
Is it Michigan?
Michigan would
Do you
have it.
have
So
to
the
do-
Tigers could have it.
Do you have to do edible night so the kids aren't affected?
You get three. You get actually.
Or you can make edibles for the kids.
you get Seattle. So you get the Mariners.
Like a
being at it.
mocktail.
I like this.
So the kids could have like the gummy edibles.
Cubs,
Those are
White
just
Sox.
gummy bears, right? Mocktail.
Ooh, this could put pressure on the look. If you took the
Oh God, the Cubs.
You got
with
Cubs,
gummy
White
Bears.
Sox?
They would have gummy Cubs.
So you got major markets in Chicago because Illinois is rec and medical. Same with California, so you get the Anaheim Angels, Dodgers, and Giants.
Man, we've fallen behind in this state, haven't we?
Oh God, have we ever? Seattle got the Mariners. You got the Tigers. I think is it medical in Texas or no?
I'd have
don't
to.
think
But I mean, all you have to do.
I thought you got the updated list each week.
You got to get New York involved, which would be tough. But you get the Mets and Yankees. Hello, we're in ball game now. DC Nats. It's possible. It's an opportunity. Look, if you're truly looking for here's my thing.
I thought we could just have a doctor writing prescriptions as you enter. The
We
gate.
could. I mean, let's
What's
be
your
honest.
name? Here
that's,
you go.
That's how it's going to technically work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a doctor hands you pills. He's not a pharmacist, but he can give you pills.
No, you
Just
can't.
like how would a doctor would. Oh man, Chris.
a doctor can't though.
Here's some weed.
Right.
A doctor.
That's how it would work.
Like
No.
when my doctor writes a prescription, I go to the pharmacy and pick it up.
But sometimes I've seen in the movies where they just be like, "Oh man, Chris, you need to take a couple of these. You'll be
Did
good."
you have like Dr. Spachemin from 30 Rock as your doctor?
Answer the question.
What in Goodfellas, right? When he comes into the hospital, checks up on his brother. Doctor's like, "What happened to you?" He was like, "I was always in a car accident." He was like, "Well, here's a couple pills." That's how it works, right?
But Tylenol or Aleve or
There you
something
go.
like
See,
that might be a
but
little
she's not a
different.
pharmacist. Okay.
Yeah, but those don't require a prescription.
Says who? Who made that decision?
I'm assuming
That's
you're gonna
right.
tell me Pfizer, BJC, or
That
something
is.
like
There
that.
you go. I answered it.
Because that's not a thing.
It
but-
is. Gardner, I would expect better out of you. I expect so much better out
I'm
of you.
sure you seem to have a great command of how the healthcare
Oh my God,
companies
Gardner.
work.
Man, just look
in
at you.
hospitals.
You've changed, man. You've changed.
And
You've
how
changed,
long?
man. Used to be about the movement, about the theories. Now you're just
What movement?
you're a card puncher.
So we've solved it. MLB will team up with the marijuana industry, recreational and
I'm
medical.
for this, Travis.
I am for
I
it,
just
too.
don't think you know.
Yeah, no, I probably need to educate myself a little bit more on the details. Okay, I'll do a little
That's
bit more
all I'm
research. I'll do a
saying.
little bit more reading.
Can
I'm
you
with
do a
you
little bit
here.
Can
more
you give
reading.
us a PSA
look.
on maybe why you need
look.
to pay attention to things, and
I'll be
maybe you're
honest.
sorry to the general public,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there you go.
Look, I should probably do a little bit more reading, a little bit more research. Forgive me.
Okay.
Marijuana at the ballpark, though.
Yeah. I'm for it.
I
Will
love.
O'Donnell, this bud's for you.
Ah, yeah.
I do love that we have staff writers commenting on the
I think you have to.
birds on the bongs. Black sheep.
But here's the and
And
I'll
their
be
shirt.
curious. I'll be curious to see if there was serious pushback. You think there would be pushback? If and I know the first person out the door usually gets punched in the face, but I'm curious. Do you think that if someone, unlike myself, actually did the tangible research, showed the numbers, provided some serious facts, do you think for another revenue stream or an opportunity to increase attendance, that these Major League Baseball owners would consider it?
It would have to be probably an edible thing
I agree.
because they wouldn't want people smoking in the ballpark.
And they probably would.
I
There's a way to do it.
I've been able to sneak one here and there when I've been down there.
Sure.
Like in the park.
And they probably know that too. They're not idiots. There's nothing you can do about that. You don't know. They're not
But they have like sections that you have to. So like,
right.
so if it's a marijuana night, you don't want to necessarily kick everyone out of the park to go smoke.
Right.
So you probably would want to do something edible wise.
Right.
Because then
Maybe bring Willie's cookies back.
yeah.
Or Willie's cookies.
Oh,
Are they still there?
they might be.
We
So,
could
like,
do that with
yeah,
a little extra.
Do an edible for like an adult edible, and then one for the children as well.
Oh Jesus.
Those are just
Oh,
cookies.
Okay. Wait. Oh boy.
Like the gummy bears.
That's the only pushback I see.
Black Sheep wants,
I
wants
feel-
them to give out one hitters after the first hit.
That'd be
Yeah.
good. I like that.
Ah,
I only
that
see the
would be
family.
good.
The family, and look, the Cardinals specifically come to mind.
Baddies.
The Cardinals are a very conservative organization. They are Christianite. They are Dorothy Light. They do not care for the hippity hop.
Hey, they do
And-
like
and-
green, though. They make a little dough.
Can you like that night you would get like
I
a
don't know. I
dugout?
think they'll draw the line in the sand there.
You would
A
get a
dugout.
one hitter in a dugout, a baddie in a
I
dugout,
love that.
but it's shaped like the dugout
Dugout,
at
like
Busch
Cubs
Stadium.
I think it's a
And then
brilliant
all that-
idea.
so,
I
like,
think it is.
The giveaway is fantastic.
I just don't think. I think the Cardinals, and I think right now the
Hell, they
state-
haven't had Sterling K. Brown night at the ballpark
That's
yet.
also a
What
problem.
about
That's
Tyron,
really
Tyron
annoying.
Woodley throw out a pitch?
I think
he did.
Tyron. Yeah, I think he did this year, in fact. But yeah, still got to get Sterling K over there. I agree. I'm just like I said. I'm just throwing out ideas. I'm in my mid-30s. I like going out. I like still being entertained. I like fellowship. I'm just curious if the Cardinals are creating that kind of environment right now for their fan base, and there may be a reason behind fan apathy these days.
Like walk-up songs would be like Ben Harper, Bob Marley for this game.
I think, to be honest with you, I think there is the old guard versus new guard in regards to Cardinal fan base. I think there's a strong contingency of the fan base that's like, shut up about Carlos's blue hair. So what? We signed a black right fielder. Like, it's there, but you know what I'm saying? And then there's the other ones like, oh boy, where is Dexter's wife from? Oh boy, how many cuss words in that song he walking up to the plate with? That's a lot of tattoos on that Latin player's arm. Those are the combating fan bases right now. And I think it's creating this country's very divided right now. And I think it's a generational thing. And I think it's pulling the fan base apart. You have to admit, playoffs, people really didn't care.
Oh, I had fun. I got to sit in a suite.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Elite son of a-
Who were you with?
Yeah, who were you with?
Oh, my friend Greg Emsinger
Oh,
Interesting.
and his family.
so out.
We had a good
Interesting
time.
how that works.
So,
You know where you
John
can have a
Goodman
good
was
time?
in there.
Okay. This Thursday, happiest hour. We're doing the Christmas sweater comedy show.
nice.
Gonna be a hell of a
Holiday
time.
sweater.
Jeremy Hoeg's going to kick it off. He's going to do a guest spot. Our friends Emily Hickner, Meredith Hopping, and Kenny Kynes are going to close it out. Gateway Pet Guardians, young professionals will be there with the dog Monitor, who might have a sweater of his own. Come out, have a good time. Get there early. Buzz's Hawaiian Grill is going to be serving up food. $1 to $5 menu. It was amazing last time. Come out, enjoy some Christmas-themed cocktails.
Jack lives here.
I thought Gardner would correct me and say holiday-themed cocktails.
Oh, I
From
was
Jack
looking for
Daniels,
the-
as we present those to you each and every Thursday. Schlafly specials. And again, Christmas Sweater Comedy Show. Get here early at Sophie's, 3224 Locusts, the second floor of our building where we broadcast from every morning right here in Grand Center. Going to be a hell of a show, but dude, get there early, get some food, come have some fun. We're going to give away prizes for best audience sweaters. Dress ridiculous. Have some fun. We have somebody wearing, I believe it's a reindeer onesie, so I'm excited about that.
Oh,
so
dear.
should be a fun time.
they're gonna have antlers.
I don't. You'll have to check. You'll be there checking for antlers at the door. Mm-hmm.
Is Lurs a name?
Antlers, also
my
super
antlers.
dorky group of guys at Mizzou. What else do we have? We're going to take a break. We're going to get Angela Smith in on the other side. Gardner needs a menthol. If you guys haven't yet, check out the YouTube stream, subscribe there. Or if you're watching on Facebook, hit share. Share the love, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. It's about to get cheery up in this studio. Angela Smith joins. She's going to talk holiday and Christmas Hallmark specials. Travis Farrell, I know you're excited she's here. She's a big fan of you and your people. Gardner's still with us. We've got a lot to get into. Hillside Animal Hospital's Dogs on Film. Angela, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for lifting the restraining order from last week.
It got a little hairy last week. You did the show. You did wonderful at Happiest Hour, but we decided got a little weird. So it was a 3-day ban, but then we had you back on when we realized Dr. Ed was still in Hawaii.
I thought you were going to say in the hospital. I'm like, God, what's wrong with Dr. Ed?
No. He could operate on himself. That's how that works, right,
Oh.
Trev?
I don't think that's the kind of doctor he is.
Last
I don't think
hour.
that's the kind of doctor any doctor is.
No, not generally. If you missed it, Travis thinks Major League Baseball and marijuana should team up for an all-new thing. Travis also thinks that hospitals would grow their own weed,
They would.
turning the doctors into weed farmers. Do you think that's how that would work, Angela? Like, currently, do the doctors create the penicillin and give it to the patients?
Well, how much harder is it to grow weed than make penicillin? You don't make any money off penicillin anymore.
Right.
You go to CVS or whatever, I don't
It's just
know,
there.
every time I go to get it, which is
See.
frequently
Right, those
a
weekends
couple
away.
bucks. It's on that $4 menu. It's on that snack menu.
Last
That's
time
how it
I got
works.
it, it was free.
Oh,
It was
Planned
like, yeah, you
Parenthood.
get a free whatever.
Where are
Penicillin
you
shot?
going?
I think I got it at Schnucks.
Cool, man.
When I,
Yeah, it's probably just next to the yogurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The culture.
So no, I think you guys have a better idea because that's the
I'd see.
I introduced the crazy idea of pharmaceutical companies that may
Oh, that's what
take
we
care
need.
of those.
more pharmaceutical companies.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
this is
you.
how this is
Sorry.
gonna
Sorry.
go.
Sorry, we were
Okay.
correct.
And I
Yeah.
introduced the idea of the government running the healthcare scene. So I don't know. It just seems
not
like they
gonna
could
work.
regulate the prices.
Now, my controversial opinion of the morning, and I'd love for you to weigh in
Oh,
on this.
hey, hit
Okay.
the open. Angela's controversial opinion of the morning.
Okay, I think that the loop trolley was destroyed by the St. Louis media.
Okay.
I think that if the media hadn't immediately hated it so much and dogged on it and given it such bad PR, that the loop trolley had a fighting chance. Like if the Riverfront Times and St. Louis Magazine looked at the loop trolley with the same big lustful eyes they're looking at that aquarium, I think we'd have a different story.
This is a point I bring up a lot, but real quick as a side note, how much time until those people that were lauding the aquarium are now turning and then protesting the aquarium because fish matter too? That will happen.
I don't know.
Mind you.
I got a sneak peek of that aquarium last night, and I'm not supposed to talk about it, so here we are.
Oh, boy.
There's no fish.
Okay.
I mean, there's like a couple, but you're an aquarium.
Hologram
Where are all the
fish.
fish? They open in Christmas is 2 weeks from today.
Right.
Christmas is 2 weeks from today. Where
Great,
are they?
great film.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
But-
we were wondering how they get them in. Like
With
how
big
did
net.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean,
net.
but like shipping them. Like how does that all work?
trucks,
I don't know.
special truck tanks.
Yeah.
That's what
How
I
do
would
you get
like
oil?
to see. I would like
Place.
to see that I would like to see that process.
Do you guys remember when the City Museum had an aquarium?
No.
I do. I
Yeah.
do, actually.
It was an interesting thing, but Bob Castle was an artist, right? And
Right.
so when they brought a shark to that aquarium, I am not kidding. They had it in a glass tank, and then it was in a wooden crate, like like on a pallet,
Oh, Jesus.
on the top level of the parking garage.
Oh, Jesus.
Like you could get in, and you could stick your hand in the shark thing if you were
Oh.
a naughty child.
Oh,
Or
my.
if you were just a bored college student that was like, let's go up in the garage of the City Museum. They
you
got an
were like,
unattended shark up there.
"My
That is where they kept
friends."
the shark until they put it in the tank.
Because my friends used to get high on mushrooms and go just play at the city museum. That seems like a dangerous thing that they
Yeah.
Now, I would kind of dispute why the media, I'm going to actually protect the media on this instance. And
would.
that.
Is it because we've been a part of the destruction of what I call a streetcar named Undesired?
Look at that. Look at this.
I love how pageantrous you are about this. You've such flair with your
Yeah.
titles.
It's going to be a new play.
So
I think because people, first off, weren't thrilled about the idea of a trolley. Whereas with the aquarium and the Ferris wheel, people were like, oh, we would like to actually see and have those things. People immediately jumped on the trolley because they just thought the idea was stupid and it didn't make any
Here's
sense.
here's where it became.
Or did the media train you to feel that way?
Ooh.
Calling you out, Riverfront Crimes.
Oh.
Look, I'm not Team
the
Trolley.
failing Riverfront
Oh.
Times.
I dogged on
wow.
the trolley. That's the only viral tweet I've ever had, I think, is dogging on that trolley.
Uh-huh.
So I don't care what you do.
So you aided also
Oh, yeah.
to the destruction of the trolley.
But then I went and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to dog on this trolley all the time, I'm going to write it so that I should be fair. I was the only person on that trolley.
Yeah.
I have a picture of an empty trolley car, just me and the conductor the whole time. They were equally unhappy to be there.
We did
people in St.
We
Louis-
did some video on it, and we were the only people on it.
We were. But
When I wrote it, there were other people there.
I think people in St.
Make a great
Louis
conference room.
are going.
You know?
To take calls in alone.
Yeah, make a co-working space out of it.
Yeah. I think people in St. Louis are going around in circles nowhere fast, and they didn't need a trolley to remind them of that.
So mad.
I think part of it is
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to the suburbs out in North County, Hazelwood East.
It depends on
And
who
Parkway.
depends on who he's
And
talking
Parkway,
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a
Yeah.
show.
come on, let's be fair.
Yeah, it's
I went
also
to a number of high schools.
But
I think the issue is maybe, hey, look, we invested in an antiquated form of transportation when we could be investing in maybe, I don't know,
Right.
extending the Metrolink
Right.
north and
Right.
Oh, okay. So you're like that part that's like, why are we trying to save dogs when they're homeless veterans? I don't.
Get him.
What do I care about childhood
Get him,
cancer?
Angela.
We got homeless people.
Uh-huh.
Now, what are you doing for the homeless, Gardner?
Oh.
He's looking like them to make people more used to
blending
them.
in with them. I know.
do you know how
Walking-
many,
walking
do you know how many
amongst them?
cigarettes I bum per
Roasted.
day
A lot.
that I
Yeah.
allow people people
Like
come
you
up
do.
to me?
You do give
It's at
those
least
away.
3 cigarettes
That's
per day
all
I
right.
give
Oh,
away.
Father Christmas over here. Cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You must be
Well,
the hero in many
I'm
of her
doing
stories.
something. I'm doing something.
I just think that trolley. People are like, "Where you going? What to do?"
You know what
Like-
you should do? Make it into a rolling homeless shelter.
That's fine too.
Because then you are doing something.
That is at
We
least
are doing
something.
something.
But then I don't know.
Also,
They're like, couldn't you have just rented us an apartment?
Also, you know what's also gets bad press? People getting murdered around the trolley. So that also would prevent a lot of folks
You
wanting
have to.
to.
You have to go after him.
I'm just saying the media didn't necessarily aid to it. There were other, I think,
Who got murdered around
as
the
a member
trolley?
of the media, I just think
It doesn't help when the first day of its operation, it couldn't go directly into the loop, and then
you could go directly into a car.
and then it has the
Sorry
issues
about
in
your
the
Silverado.
car. And then on the first day, as it's trying to go over to the history museum, there's a crime scene, and it can't go across like Forest Park Boulevard.
It was bad. Look,
For
they
the
did not
Parkway
think
at the
this
time.
through. They didn't think this through. I'm not
Well,
going
they
to apologize. They didn't. Because you had to have known that was going to happen.
Now, give me
the
one
part-
instance where they ordered the wrong track type. Just one.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just one instance.
Just one instance.
And I'll believe you.
So wait. Not only did they have the wrong track, they had to tear all that track back
Okay,
up,
all
put down
right.
more track,
Right.
and then they're like, "Hey, once we get this third car, it's going to be okay."
Uh-huh.
But we didn't order the right wheels aren't on it to
Thank
fit the
you.
track.
Thank you.
So there were some.
Guys, I only read the headlines and then I read the headlines, then gave my very, very big opinion
Yeah.
on every
Good.
STL
You can
today.
take that to 97.1. We don't do that here on We Are Live.
You do that
we
all the
provide
time.
facts.
That's all
Yeah,
you
that's
do.
literally all
Okay,
you do.
that's
That's
okay.
all
That's
you
okay.
do.
Yeah.
South City Tone says to stop shaming St. Louis for all the murders.
Yeah, stop murder shaming.
Murder shame.
Well, you
Murder
guys act like the
shaman.
aquarium's in like the best neighborhood.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm not even excited
everybody's
about the
clamoring for
aquarium.
Union Station loss.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm more excited about the mini golf they have there.
They
Did
do.
you
I
did you
did
see
not
it?
see the mini
I'm
golf.
about to
but I
say
heard
it is
of
getting safer. The wider you make it, the safer it's going to become.
yeah, there's rock climbing.
Mini golf. Oh, they hate that.
Crips and Bloods aren't fighting over the rock climbing.
No, they are not.
establishment.
You never hear about a murder at the mini golf course.
No, you don't.
Well, give us St. Louis a little time. Yeah.
They'll have one in the loop soon too. A mini golf.
Mini golf in the trolley.
Does South City Tony want to help me with something?
I bet he would help you with anything.
Hey now, he's talking about sex.
Oh,
What?
no, not
no
that.
one. No.
Oh.
How dare you?
Not that, though. No. But so I run into a dilemma where we're trying to donate a mattress and bed to the adopted family.
All right.
Oh, nice.
But it's unusual because this time they were like, just take it straight to their house. That's never happened.
No.
With me. Usually you
Oh,
take
no,
it.
I don't think.
Well, I
that-
don't mind. Like, first of all, I don't like to see who. It's weird. It's like.
There should be a buffer. There's like a shame factor. Like you don't like. Yeah.
But the issue I'm running into, I'm not the one in possession of the new bed. Okay, it's a family member. It's an older family member, and when I told them what street it was on, they were like, "Nope,
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
wow.
No.
Oh, boy.
That's
we are not
Oh, wow.
going there."
You
Oh,
know what
boy.
happens on the state streets? Is that one of
Well,
those situations?
Here's the deal.
That's the thing I've always.
There are facts and stats to support.
That's always a tough one at Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you still live? It's fine. No, it's empirically not.
I'll go.
You'll go. You'll take it.
You gonna take it on the bus?
I don't have a car, or I use public transportation.
You have a
Oh,
scooter?
I have a scooter.
Okay. Well, it's a twin bed. It might work.
No, Jesus.
Oh, I saw some guys using scooters this summer to move a couch.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That is
Yeah.
a very St. Louis thing to see.
Yeah, it was pretty
Was
awesome.
it on Cherokee?
No, it was more
It was
probably
Bevo.
like. Was it Bevo?
It was Bevo neighbor.
Oh, I
but,
was thinking it
but
was more
remember when we
college
looked at
kids.
the story that was in the failing Riverfront Times, that one of the guys actually lived in the apartment in my apartment building.
Okay.
Remember we were looking at it, and I was trying to track this person down, but they had already moved out. So they moved the couch like obviously a couple miles.
We do have a media update. Our friend from Wright City let us know that Dan Caesar in the Post-Dispatch compared the Loop Trolley to We Are Live's radio tenure. Do you remember that? He would loop us into every article and be like, how do we relate to this? Oh, that was fun. He has one leg and drinks at a bar downtown every night if you ever want to go see him.
Who?
Dan Caesar. He's a writer for the Post-Dispatch.
Oh.
He's a
Well,
jerk.
does he want to help move this back?
I think he should. I think he'd be good for that.
Anyway, back to me.
Yeah, back to you.
All right.
Any other people to blame for the Loop Trolley massacre, or does that kind of cover it?
I mean, there was never a piece of if you can find me a piece of positive press about the Loop Trolley.
Some comedy coverage, but then that's not the Loop Trolley.
No.
The Yale's comedy stuff packed that thing, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Yale Hollander PR machine.
That's right. Pretty cool thing, but
I think
that
the-
even turned into like
I mean,
a
even
jab
when
at them.
they announced it,
Really did.
I mean, when you look at how they announced it, it's tough to overcome when the optics look like this. And where can I get me one of them hats?
Oh, Jesus.
And it's funny, the dude who probably purposely wears the hat the most,
Yeah.
didn't even get one.
Looks like he's got a balloon hat.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
it's taken at Disney World. What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Joe's
that didn't
World.
help.
That's what we
Joe's
call that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's something else.
I mean, that is a hot take though, Angela. So I can appreciate you.
Second hot take.
That is
Joe
a-
Edwards killed Bob Castley.
Oh no. Okay, I'd like to take this time to state implicitly that Angela Smith's comments do not reflect those of Midcoast Media, We Are Live, or
Second.
any of the sponsors, guests, or passersby in the Dot Zach building, including the Kranzberg Arts Foundation and those also doing business in this building.
True.
Angela Smith.
True.
That
You know
may
what?
be
I
more
hear you.
controversial than my Jeffrey Epstein did the face-off surgery.
Guys,
Oh yeah, he said Jeffrey Epstein did face-off surgery,
Oh, like
from the
with
movie.
Nick Cage and
Yeah.
John was that Nick Cage and John Travolta?
Yeah.
I act like I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, that whole thing?
That old classic.
You're right. I hear you. Stick to Hallmark, sweetheart. Again, shut her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. I know too much.
I think what we need to do to
Oh
cleanse
yeah,
our
we've had some very controversial takes the past 2 days.
controversial or just blatant lies, either one. They both work, but you know what else works? St. Louis Counseling Services. They can help troubled individuals like Angela, Travis, myself, and others. That's right. St. Louis Counseling.
Am I others?
Yes,
Okay.
that you certainly are. If you're seeking help for an individual or if you're wanting to partner through your business or school, be sure to check out the website, stlouiscounseling.org, for more information. You can check out Mental Health Matters, their podcast, which is available on there as well. Gardner, we've got Dogs on Film to get to, but Angela's been busy burning up the TV, I guess, Hallmark Channel still. Are we specific to that?
No, I will also watch. So Lifetime Classic, they are showing Christmas movies, and they're a little edgier. They have like interracial couples.
Oh, no!
I know. And
Ah!
I'm saying edgier compared to Hallmark.
Yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
it's not compared to
Right.
what I'm comfortable with. Okay.
Just making a lot of statements today, guys. Look out,
I'm out
Spain.
of here, guys.
Look out,
I'm leaving
Spain.
the country.
If this is how you're gonna do it, this is how you do it.
That's how you do it. No, so they're a little more.
This makes me so
We'll
happy.
call it progressive. I don't know. I saw two dudes kiss on Lifetime Classic.
Oh, okay, Lifetime.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Lifetime. Lifetime used to be like the Christian channel, though, didn't
Was
it?
it?
No.
It was never the Christian
No,
channel.
it was the Kill Your Husband channel.
Oh,
Still is.
I
That's
hope-
Lifetime Movie Network, LMN.
Oh,
amen.
They are not showing. Actually, I think it's called Slashmas, is what theirs is.
Oh, when the wives kill the husbands.
Sure. So someone's getting killed. Babysitter,
Okay.
secretary.
Good.
Yeah, ex-husband, current husband, new
Okay.
husband, new wife. That's a big one.
New wives are big.
What was
I
it?
do-
Was
I
it
do
Double
enjoy
Jeopardy
Lifetime.
with
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
no? Which one had Ashley
Judd,
Judd in it?
and what's the old dude with the crinkly face?
Few of those out there.
Few of those.
Tommy Lee Jones.
The
Come
best
on, guys.
one.
I
was-
don't care. Just like I just slip right into that.
The best Lifetime movie to this day for me is Untouchable, the Drew Peterson story,
Oh, no.
starring Rob Lowe and Kaylee Cuoco.
Wait, Rob Lowe?
Yeah.
Rob Lowe? Rob Lowe?
Rob Lowe played Drew Peterson. And
Rob
it
Lowe
was
said yes
awesome.
to that. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Rob
mean-
Lowe.
And it was good.
it's fantastically bad.
Oh.
It was great. Anytime I actually bought it. Like because Lifetime wasn't showing it enough, I went into Prime and I paid $7.99, and I now own it in SD because I wouldn't upgrade.
This Rob Lowe right here.
Well,
Tommy.
oh my God,
Tommy and Rob Lowe.
how did that happen?
His old man paid a bunch of money for tickets.
That sounds right.
Oh,
What happened to Tommy?
he's around.
He's
He
alive.
did a guest spot at Gastropit last week,
Oh, it's good.
and
good.
then got a bunch of laughs and texted me 5 seconds later saying sorry for the bad set, and I told him to shut up.
Yeah, you should have said
Like clockwork.
it's not okay.
Yeah,
Get funnier or stop showing up.
exactly. Don't embarrass me like this ever
Stop
again.
embarrassing me, boys.
Sorry for the bad set. Okay, I'm gonna strangle you.
Well, yeah. So that Rob Lowe.
Okay.
But if you find an image on Google of him as Drew Peterson, put in Rob Lowe, Drew Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
It's choice. Great.
Oh, my.
So that's on.
Ripped from the headline.
So
So
it
which
does it for
channel
you.
is that? Lifetime.
Lifetime.
Oh, so
movie.
there's-
well,
There's
so I think it
there's a
originally
difference
aired-
between Lifetime and Lifetime Movie
Like if
Network.
you watch Lifetime, you have to deal with all the crappy like 90 Day Fiance
Yes,
reality TV
those are so
type
good.
stuff.
So good.
People
I
love
can't remember
those.
if
It
it's 90
seems.
so good.
I get my networks wrong. It might be Married at First Sight, which also gives me the worst anxiety
Oh, I
attack.
love it.
Does this help or hurt in relationships? Your
Well-
obsession with these two types of movies.
I think that it builds a healthy boundary between us because he doesn't want to see me when I'm watching movies.
that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I would also think it would kind of put the vibe out there, like, here's what I'm capable of. Like it would let him know, like,
you gotta threaten
keep it in your
the person
pants,
you're
or
with.
you could be poisoned.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd be poisoned, a strangulation with somebody else's hands. You know, just whatever. I know how to wipe fingerprints off of pretty much
Okay.
everything.
Oh, boy.
This is getting
boy.
nerve-wracking.
This
Sorry.
is
Yeah.
Okay.
I do wish that like Hallmark and Lifetime would team up to make a Christmas movie where someone gets
That is a
Yeah.
crossover
Yeah.
I would kill for.
Uh-huh.
oh,
You know
kill
it.
for.
So I have not.
A crossover to
I-
kill for.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I just started
That's all
watching
right.
the live stream as we were sitting here.
Travis will usually pump the brakes on.
Here's your Rob Lowe, Drew Peterson image.
Get ready. Get ready.
Oh no!
Do you think that's how?
Oh no!
Do you think that's how he picked up the DirecTV super creepy Rob Lowe commercials?
It didn't
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
seriously.
probably how he
I'm
got
not
the
even
gigs
kidding.
on the DirecTV. Yeah, this is bad. That is bad. That
That's
is not right.
Look
How-
at, but look at the real Drew Peterson. He locked down so much tail and like
Oh,
hot tail.
yeah, he did.
How?
I
'Cause he's a
don't
police
know
officer,
he's got a
man.
uniform on,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, now we're peeking in.
And you've seen the man
Angela's
talk.
Jane.
You've seen how confident and smooth that man is.
Drew Peterson?
Yeah, he still
don't
gives
remember him.
interviews.
Yeah, he
from-
still gets. Yeah, he just he's talking like he freaking
I don't remember him.
Maury. The guy
I
doesn't
almost
talk.
corrected you, and I was like, "Don't you mean Scott?"
No, I
Yeah.
mean, basically, is it a white 40-something male with the last name of Peterson, they
Yeah,
probably
right.
killed their wife.
Yeah, it's very likely.
Sorry.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
We've thrown out a lot of alleged murder charges
Yeah.
today.
I say sorry, Doug Peterson of Boise State.
Yeah, but like if you're his like ex-wife or something, and you find out that Rob Lowe plays this schlubby redheaded turd, like
Probably
that, you're
got
like,
most.
how did you get that to that? Like that's hilarious to me, and just shows how Hollywood works. Like, we'll just take a pretty person and make them a little uglier.
If I
People will buy
dated
it.
Rob Peterson or Drew Peterson, sorry, if I dated Drew Peterson and then I saw they killed all these women, but I got out scot-free, I'd be like, I guess he didn't care about me.
Yeah,
Like,
right. What could I have done
what
different to
could I
make him
have
care
done
more?
to make him want to control this more?
That makes sense. And that's why we love you, Angela, and we're here for you. It's not your fault.
I like to watch
not your
Lifetime
fault.
movies, and I do find myself like in past relationships or when I'd go on like Tinder dates and stuff, I'm like, oh, I've seen this movie before. This guy, like a guy that I dated in college, lied about being the manager at a restaurant on the SLU campus, and I called one
What
day.
restaurant?
Wackadoos. Remember
Do you
Wackadoos?
remember
And he
that
said he
one?
was the manager.
Said he was the manager.
Right.
And so one day I needed, this is before like texting and stuff because I'm 100.
Yeah.
And I called and I was like, hey, this is Angela Smith. I'm just trying to reach Kevin, the manager. And they go, we have a Kevin that works in the back of the house. I go, no. His name's Kevin. He's the manager there. I need to get a message to him. You mean the dishwasher, Kevin? And it was the dishwasher,
Oh,
Kevin.
yeah.
Yeah. So
How old was the guy?
we were probably 20 or 21.
So no reason other than he just wanted to look cool to lie to you.
Yeah.
Right.
We also lied about like graduating from high school.
Oh,
so
wow.
he said that his high school lost accreditation so that his diploma didn't count
That's a
anymore.
good one.
And then we went over one time. He brought me over to meet mom,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "When are you gonna get your GED?" Like, you know,
Oh,
Kevin
no.
dropped out of high school junior year. And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Ew." Oh boy, oh
Oh.
boy.
Oh no.
Now the best part was when I went to break up with this guy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I went to break up with this guy. I was living in Marlboro Trails Apartments,
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
know where that's at.
where we all lived once, I feel like. But it's in Afton, like on the train track.
Down Laclede Station.
Yeah,
that way?
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
had
that
friends
was
that lived
my-
there.
I didn't get in a dorm in time at Webster, so I had to get my own apartment. So I lived alone, but this guy was basically squatting with me.
Nice.
And I was finally like,
Did he smoke inside?
only weed,
Okay.
and a lot of it.
Okay.
So like, I'm pretty sure they were running drugs out of my apartment when
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, la la la, I have friends. Like, it was so bad. So
High school Angela would be so jealous.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I was senior class president.
My
I
bad.
peaked in high school.
Okay.
Get
okay.
it right.
Got it.
Steep decline.
Makes sense.
So I go to break up with this guy because all these lies are coming together, and I finally got him. And he's been squatting in my apartment for like, I don't know, 3 weeks, and I'm like, dude, you gotta go. You can't stay here anymore. You have to leave. He flips out, locks himself in my bathroom with a wine glass, breaks it, and is threatening to
No.
harm himself.
No.
Trigger warning, self-harm.
No.
He is threatening if I break up with him.
Okay.
And I didn't think to call the cops or anything like that. But I'm like, oh God, this guy's got to get out of my apartment. And so I grab my phone and I'm like, Dad?
Oh no.
And I was like, Dad, Kevin won't leave my apartment. He's locked himself in. My dad lived out in Chesterfield at the time. This is in Afton. And he's like, you better tell him he's got about 15 minutes. to get
Oh
over there."
gosh.
And my dad flew from Chesterfield.
Gonna say how fast is
down
he
there.
going?
I mean,
Right.
he made it. I was like, you better get out of here, cause my dad's coming, which was like a scarier threat than calling the cops. 'Cause
Right.
My dad was from Talladega, Alabama. I'm not messing around. There's gonna be some Southern justice.
That's right.
You know, and so he did. He unlocked the door and like grabbed a bag of his stuff, and you just hear tires screeching out of Marlboro Trails. Never saw him again.
Never again.
Yeah.
You know what?
Did he get
and
all his
he's
stuff?
commenting on the live stream right now. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Yeah.
We've got him on the line.
He lives
Hang on.
I think he lives in New York now.
Oh, good for him.
for him.
Paul
Travis
asking,
lived
are
in
you
New
sure
York.
his name wasn't Travis?
What a fascinating story.
That's
riveting.
Those are the
Yes.
things that young ladies will.
I don't know if that's the first one
I
like
lived
that
a
to come
Lifetime
out of
movie.
Marlboro Trail.
Marlboro Trails
No.
they probably have several screech marks. They
I've
like
been o-
rubber.
I've been
like,
in that-
Here they go again.
I've been over there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, it's not my proudest year living there, but I was young, you know.
There's also, it's not a coincidence that White Castle Castle, right up the street, is doing so well still to this day. Marlboro Trails just pumps the customers right there because you're
I
swinging
don't have
through.
to tell him to close down.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I appreciate, and I appreciate that about you, Angela. That's
Thank
great
you.
work.
That's
Real
a
quick,
hell of a story.
It is.
this week, somebody that Angela knows, Charlie Winfrey's going to headline Gastro Pit,
Oh.
Nice.
8:30 p.m. this Thursday. Show up,
At the pit.
watch some great comedy. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a great time. Our friend Sean Don's on the bill. Going to be a lot of fun. Come out. Rich Braun and then Meredith Hopping is going to jump on as well. You've got your barbecue, the late night specials, Gastro Pit on the Hill. Join us for the late show this Thursday night. We've got Hillside Animal Hospital's Dogs on Film, Gardner. Did we need to hit anything else before we jump into that?
There was a tweet. I'm trying to find it right now. Here it is. That I wanted to bring up real quick. Now, the Utah Jazz. Do you know who they are?
I am familiar with
Angela's a big fan.
Angela.
Big fan.
Okay. Utah Jazz, NBA team. There's a guy who covers them.
Different than what I was. Yeah.
And he had a tweet not related to the Utah Jazz that I saw this morning. that
Okay.
For some reason, it just had me chuckling, and I wanted to put it out there and get your reaction. So I'm going to pop it up on the screen here. My dad used to work with Ted Bundy
Oh, no.
at the University of Utah, and every Friday my dad would say, "See you Monday, Bundy." And I can't imagine how much Ted actually thought about murdering him for it.
I mean,
So I saw this when I was riding the bus this morning, and I just could not stop laughing on the bus, thinking about this. Like, can you imagine being the person that leaving work every Friday to going to Ted Bundy? See you Monday, Bundy.
oh,
And like knowing after the fact what had occurred,
what he's capable of.
and then you're like, how did this guy not kill me?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to.
He didn't care enough. I go through
So we
this
call
too.
it. So we call a callback.
That's very true.
I just
Very
wonder-
true.
I would like to know if he even thought about it or got close now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You're like,
Or-
man,
That's pretty good.
I shouldn't have.
He
been.
was next on the list. Probably. Yeah.
Before I
Oh,
got caught.
darn it. Yeah. I've been caught. I can't kill that Monday Bundy guy.
like
He was saving him for last.
when Sean told me, and we'll hear from Sean here in a minute, that he once got beat up in high school by a guy who wanted to become known as the plumber rapist in the Chicago area. And I was like, how did this guy beat you up? And he goes, well, I was pushing a kid in a wheelchair to get him to his next class and accidentally ran over his foot, and then he beat me up. He's like, we kind of knew then that he was a little nutso. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, you think?
What gave it away?
He's like, and then he became the plumber rapist. I'm like, the what? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, so I looked it up, and this is the thing. And so, yeah, that's a guy who went on to be known as the plumber rapist. Beat Sean up in high school.
Oh,
So-
Could you imagine
Fun
being
fact.
like a serial killer or whatever? You get a dumb name like that.
Yeah.
I'm a
not
plumber.
creative at all.
Not-
Wait.
yeah.
Wait, they're going with that. That's not the rough draft?
Yeah.
No, that's the actual one they're
Yeah,
going with?
call him
That's
the
the
plumber
official.
rapist.
Ah,
Maybe your MO should have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the black sheep
Yeah.
to know.
You've done this to
I'm
your own
not-
branding.
Yeah, this is also true.
There's a laid pipe comment that I'm not going to read. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could see where that's going.
So we've got Dogs on Film presented by Hillside Animal Hospital. Again, one more time, happiest hour this Thursday, Christmas sweater comedy show. What are you giggling about over there, Angela?
I'm not. I'm dying.
Okay, good.
Real
Again,
quick,
I'm
Aren't-
very, very old.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
and before we get into Dogs on Film, I was wondering if Angela has seen something else. I tweeted at her.
You
and
did?
she didn't respond
Oh,
to me.
my.
Are you sure you had
Ah.
my Twitter handle?
I think so.
Uh,
It's not
Uh-oh.
plumber rapist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
okay.
wasn't that person.
It's disappointing.
I know.
because
it will be after today.
Angela was
Yeah.
tweeting about how she was
Aw.
about to dive into Christmas at Dollywood.
Oh yeah. Was that
Eh.
you, Gardner?
I think so. I thought I sent it.
I don't think you. I think you check your drafts folder, bud.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you. Great tweet, Gardner. How was it?
That's all I wanted to know.
I didn't finish it.
Oh, you're not
There
done
was-
yet?
No, I'm supposed to watch it with my friend Claire tonight.
Oh, the way
Can my
you,
mom come by? She's
yeah,
been
so
watching
she
it.
got to bring
Yeah.
cookies.
Okay.
the way you tweeted it, I thought you had just started it and were finishing it.
Gardner, how many times do I have to go through this? My Twitter is a persona. It's a character. Okay, it's an exaggerated version.
So
Don't feel bad. You know what? This one's on me.
wait, is that what everyone does?
Yeah.
You're just
Oh,
that
boy.
weird. People are like, love that Gardner character you're pulling
Yeah.
off.
So I'm not supposed to be real?
No.
And
No,
and
it's
the
actually, you worry me.
in the heads of the public.
How come no one told me this?
Yeah, we just figured you enjoyed it this way.
Yeah.
This is like finding out the world is flat.
Well,
Yeah.
you kind of.
You're like that cousin that kind of touches himself and at holiday gatherings, and people are like, let him do his thing.
I never touched
mean, did
myself
you
like
really
that.
wanna be
My dad
known-
scared the hell out of me when I was a younger person.
See what I mean? Stories
Maybe
like
that's
that.
your problem. You need to, you
Yeah.
need a release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, stories
Oh,
like
it's
that.
not,
People
oh,
think.
Chris, you'll go blind if you to know it's, hey, you'll get elephantitis and have to carry your testicles around in a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
See, people
this
are
is-
hoping
That's
that
my
that's
dad.
not real. See, well, that's gross.
Yeah. Are we dogs on film, guys?
Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah,
Travis.
it's time for dogs on film. Or on film.
On film. By the way, South City Tone messaged me saying, so, when we move in this bed?
Good.
He will
that
help.
Was a
He's a
test,
great guy.
And he passed.
Okay. So we'll have to convene and see. if we
Big
can
fan
work
of South
something
City
out here.
Tone. Yes.
We do have to move that bed. I feel so bad. Okay, sorry. Dogs on
Dogs
film.
on film. On
On
film.
film.
Okay. I got to mention something for this because
Please.
my friend Sean normally reads descriptions
He
to kind
does.
of help you guys out for this game. We were supposed to record yesterday at 4 o'clock. At about 3:02, I get a text from his wife telling me that she's taken Sean to urgent care
Oh, no.
because he could barely walk.
Oh, no.
And it turns out Sean sprained his back.
Oh,
Oh.
how's he going to walk to the vodka bottle?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I was supposed to. He called. We had arranged our time yesterday. He called me back 10 minutes later after we had arranged the time. He goes, "Hey, you got any money on you?" I'm like, "Yeah. Why?" He's like, "Can you bring me a bottle of vodka?"
Oh, no.
And so I was going to bring him a bottle of vodka when I came over. He didn't need that because now he's got a cortisone shot, a steroid shot, and he's got some muscle relaxers. Plus, they got the bottle of vodka on the way home.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But we were not able to record.
Oh.
So I had to figure out what to do. So I went
no.
into the vault and found some old ones.
Oh,
They're not going to
wow.
be paired the same way they were in the past.
Okay.
But the way this is going to work, so we have the 6 movies, 3 sets of movies, one against another. Each set will be a Christmas movie versus a regular movie. So, or
Okay.
other. So it's Christmas versus other. Christmas
Okay.
versus other. Christmas versus other. And your tiebreaker is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
So that's how it's going to be. And of course, you just have to guess which one has a higher score according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Perfect.
And you get a point for that. You can max out at 3 points arbitrarily throughout this. I'll decide if you're right or wrong, a single person or a group of you.
Arbitrarily.
Well,
That's a good
well,
word.
arbitrarily, I'll decide whether or
Either
not
wrong
to
or
go if I want to say this group is right, this group is wrong. So if it's right,
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
and if it's wrong,
Heard a lot of that last week.
Check on that dog.
I was 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 last
Yeah,
week.
you were
That's
terrible.
embarrassing.
That was pretty
I can't
bad.
believe we had you back.
Continuing the streak. Let's go.
so we'll see who can win this baby. We got Travis. Did you win last week?
Oh, did I ever?
I think Chris said he threw you a bone, basically.
I did, yeah. I feel.
Why
I
do you
feel.
always have to take credit for Travis's success?
Yeah, dude. Finally, someone says it.
I just like to insert my. Whatever.
You did the right thing just there, just then, Chris.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Got to bail.
Just let it go.
Almost had him. Almost had him.
Okay, so
Hey, big shout out to Katie Tupin on the new profile picture on Instagram.
Oh,
So
gosh.
there you go. Sorry, go back to it.
she was in a band.
She was in a band, and Chris
There's some
like
history there.
Chris did an interview with her.
And
Called
just
me in on a
absolutely-
Sunday to do an interview.
to flirt.
Cool.
Just
Great
a
interview.
half hour of straight flirting.
Great
Can't help
interview.
it,
With
but
a
notice
producer
that
present.
Chris didn't like my new profile picture.
I celebrate women artists in all
Yeah, we
facets
can
of life.
tell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Celebrate all of
Pig.
his back. Am I right?
Pig. What?
What?
Put your
Okay.
hands
Dogs
down.
on film.
Put your hands down.
On film.
All right, you ready for your first one?
See.
Okay, I do have recordings of Sean here. So here's your first one. It's a Christmas.
Get well soon, Sean.
Actually, I hope to record with him this week because I would like to do so while he's on muscle
Oh,
relaxers
Jesus.
and has vodka in him.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your first one. A Christmas movie.
Bad Santa, 2003, drama comedy, 1 hour, 38 minutes. The crotchety Willie, Billy Bob Thornton, and his partner Marcus, Tony Cox, reunite once a year for a holiday con, posing as a mall Santa and his elf. They rip off shopping outlets on Christmas Eve. This year, however, Willie is falling apart. He's depressed, an alcoholic, and an erratic behavior draws the suspicion of a mall security guard, Bernie Mac. But after meeting Sue, Lauren Graham, and befriending a small boy named Thurman, Brett Kelly brings out his kinder side. Willie begins to wonder if there is still some hope for him. Me, Santa. Me, Santa.
Sean's favorite scene from the movie. So your first movie's Bad Santa. That's your Christmas movie. Now your other. Here you go.
The Notebook, 2004, drama romance, 2 hours, 4 minutes. In the 1940s, South Carolina, mill worker Noah Calhoun, Ryan Gosling, and rich girl Allie, Rachel McAdams, are desperately in love. But her parents don't approve. When Noah goes off to serve in World War II, it seems to mark the end of their love affair. In the interim, Allie becomes involved with another man, James Marsden. But when Noah returns to their small town years later, on the cusp of Allie's marriage, it soon becomes clear that their romance is anything but over.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
Did you watch it with your wife?
No, I didn't.
Who'd you watch it with?
Myself, it made me cry like a baby. Oh, it's very romantic. It's a real tearjerker.
What part made you cry?
Oh, well, I'm sure the whole thing. The end, of course. And they finally realized they're back in love. They were never out of love.
What's your
I think
favorite?
that's what happened. I don't even remember.
What's your favorite love movie or romance movie?
The Quiet Man, starring John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara. Dun 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 dun.
Sean.
All right. Your first two movies.
God.
Bad Santa versus The Notebook. Which one has a better score according to Rotten Tomatoes?
Ladies first on a Woman Crush Wednesday. We are live.
Yeah, you've made that very clear.
Progressive. Okay, so I don't know, man. Like The Notebook, it should be banned. Like it should be banned for the emotional, just that visceral reaction.
It is very visceral.
Oh my God. I saw it in the theater and I cried so hard I had no tears left. I was just heaving.
I think like psychologists have like the Notebook syndrome that they've diagnosed to people now because of how they view love
Oh yeah.
and that it becomes an issue in dealing with reality
Yeah.
when they view it a certain way.
Oh,
I mean, my
I could
plan,
diagnose a few of those.
my plan has always been when I die, whoever I'm with is going with me.
Yeah,
So
I like that. I like
I'm gonna say The Notebook's rated higher just because it's such a gut punch, manipulative little film, and I hate it.
Wow. Travis?
I'm still a Bad Santa.
Okay.
I'm going Bad Santa as well because I feel like Notebook is too obvious of a win here, and Gardner likes to play games, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, out on a ledge is Angela. Does she have her first correct answer?
on,
in
Angela,
Dogs
does she
on
do it?
Film? Bad
Oh,
Santa,
Angela, come on!
It's true. I would have rated it 0%.
Oh, wow.
Bad Santa's a 78.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
according
great,
to
yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes.
We
The
got in that
Note-
argument last night about is Bad Santa a Christmas movie? Is Die Hard like all that stuff?
Oh,
It's like
no.
Oh,
Santa's in the title, so it is a
Santa's-
Christmas.
it's a Christmas
yeah,
movie.
movie,
it's
right?
hard to get past that.
yeah.
The Notebook, a 52. Not very
Ah.
fondly.
For as many
rated.
people, see, I think that's bullshit. Do you know so many people enjoy that movie or talk about that movie? Like, that's at least fresh.
Nicholas Sparks should be in jail.
Oh, wow. Angela's doing her part to
Along
keep it
with Joe Edwards, apparently.
down. Okay. Yeah, the murderer, Joe, according to Angela Smith.
It's just a theory.
Uh-huh. The working
right.
theory.
I'm right.
Good, good.
All right.
So much.
Chris and Travis, each with 1. 0 for Angela right now. We head to our second pairing. Your first one's a Christmas movie. Here you go.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989, farce comedy, 1 hour, 37 minutes. As the holidays approach, Clark Griswold, Chevy Chase, wants to have a perfect family Christmas. So he pesters his wife, Ellen, Beverly D'Angelo, and children as he tries to make sure everything is in line, including the tree and the house decorations. However, things go awry quickly. His hick cousin Eddie, Randy Quaid, and his family show up unplanned and start living in their camper on the Griswolds' property. Even worse, Clark's employers renege on the holiday bonus he needs for the pool.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, I like it. Well, who doesn't? It's a classic, you know. I like the old man, the squirrel, you know.
All right, there's your first one.
Okay.
Now the other.
Anyway, We Bought a Zoo, 2011, drama comedy, 2 hours, 11 minutes. Following his wife's untimely death, Los Angeles journalist Benjamin Mee, Matt Damon, decides to make a fresh start by quitting his job and moving his children, Colin Ford, Maggie Elizabeth Jones, to an 18-acre property containing the Rosemore Wildlife Park. Though closed for years, Rosemore is still home to many animals, cared for by Kelly Foster, Scarlett Johansson, and her small staff. Mee opens his heart and his checkbook as he, Kelly, and the others work to renovate and reopen the zoo. Now that one will make you cry. Matt Damon. Yeah, Matt Damon. The soft side.
All right.
We Bought a Zoo, Scarlett Johansson as a gorilla.
Oh no. Can I say this? Matt Damon's just a delightful human being.
6 months ago, whenever he dare speak up about an opinion, you weren't having him. You were pissed at him.
I was disappointed.
You
in
threw
him.
him under the bus.
disappointed.
You threw him under the malarkey bus.
Yeah, because he
And
was
now
over
you're
here
back?
he was being Joe Biden-esque.
No, he was just talking.
And now I look at Matt Damon and I say, what a nice guy. He's an ignorant guy, but
I
he's
don't
nice.
think he's ignorant.
I
I
think
think
he
that you
needs
just think
your
you can sell a screen.
PR.
Right.
You know, I think Matt Damon's doing fine.
Oh, okay. I just think he's very.
Thanks, Angela.
Okay. Trav, who you got?
I'm going with the Christmas movie.
National Lampoon's
Yes.
Christmas Vacation.
I'm going to stick with the same strategy and go with We Bought a Zoo because I think Christmas Vacation is too obvious.
We Bought a Zoo for Chris,
I think it's Christmas Vacation.
Angela.
I think
and
she's going to get her
Travis.
first answer. Yes,
First
Angela.
time.
Here we
First
go,
time.
Angela. Woo!
Not many of those left.
Yeah. Yeah, boo.
First time on stage, first time performing. I don't know. I've got nothing.
Oh no! What? This is bullshit! This is bullshit! Oh, this is terrible! You're a terrible human being, Gardner!
I didn't make the rating.
You're a bad man!
I do pair them, but
You're a bad man. What's the score?
64 for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That is crazy.
We Bought a Zoo is a 65.
Oh, boo! Boo!
Pet cheetahs. Pet cheetahs. Do
Okay.
they have cheetahs in that one?
I don't know.
I curse your crystals.
Hey,
Yeah, I did it.
the quartz
Okay.
or
Why do we have to do this?
See, this is why.
the
that's why people
Tibetan
think he's a-
Tektite.
Those have
people-
definitely been in his butt.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
they
why people
need to be
think-
said. We applaud her for that. My stupid first time thing gets me knocked off the show.
Enough, Chris.
Yeah, this is a clean show.
Getting me too.
The best was
We all also believe they've been inside.
That's something we didn't.
your first
dispute.
time thing. You saw Travis and Angela's heads both look at you. So from my perspective, it was fantastic.
I'm sure you enjoyed it.
Yeah. So Chris has 2. Travis
Boo!
No bones will be thrown this week.
Angela's giving me the Dr. Ed
Yeah,
looks
because
now.
you're a
She's
sexist.
not happy with.
You're a sexist.
I'm not making
him.
the
That's just my
guesses.
face.
Yeah, okay.
That's just how my face looks. Chronic disappointment.
It's like staring through me. Okay.
These sexist questions. I'm sorry,
Here's
Angela.
our,
We're better
here's
than
our,
this.
here's our final.
Are you?
Yeah,
final
we're so much
pairing.
better than we're not like we're not dude bros. Like we're all about women having equal.
You're
stuff.
wearing a
Have you
scarf.
seen his Facebook on this day sometime? He was the dude bro of dude bros.
You gotta disable that, man. You gotta disable that. You gotta disable it,
First
man.
of all, just
Look like you
because at times in my life I happen to be physically fit does not mean I was a dude
No.
bro. Just because I'm lovable now
You did-
doesn't mean
you did you have the thin?
It looked like a
Did you have
blooper
a thin?
reel
Okay.
Never
from an
once.
Abercrombie catalog.
never.
That's-
Okay, first
You
of
did
all,
not have the thin because I think we
I've
wouldn't
never
have been
done a
friends.
thin beard.
We've never done a thin.
Don't
we wouldn't have
ever.
been friends.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
All right, dude, bro.
Gardner getting
I'm
in,
sorry, dude, bro.
piling on.
All
Just
right.
for that, I'm gonna look at my on this day.
You're gonna look at your old
See if I can
ones?
find the worst one.
Living
yeah.
the dream.
Yeah, everybody pull up there on this day.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do that. Let's all pull up our worst on this
That's
day.
weird.
Travis doesn't use Facebook enough.
I
He
don't
won't
believe
have
what
any.
it is.
Here's your first Christmas movie for the final pairing.
All right,
Okay.
what do we got?
It's a wonderful life. How you gonna? 1946 drama fantasy, 2 hour, 15 minutes. George Bailey, James Stewart, has so many problems he is thinking about ending it all. And it's Christmas. As the angels discuss George, we see his life in flashback. As George is about to jump from a bridge, he ends up being rescued by his guardian angel, Clarence Henry Travers, who then shows George what his town would have looked like if he hadn't been if it hadn't been for all of his good deeds over over the years. I'm not sure mine would be the same. My guardian angel, you're going to look the other way.
There's your first one. It's a Wonderful Life.
Jeez.
Your Christmas movie. Here's your other movie.
I've got a telephone call coming in. Oh, Christ. Hello, who is it? Well, nothing. I'm here with Chris Gardner, and I'm about to do my go to Rosie's because I got to go to get my payment, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Oh, no.
Aladdin, 1992.
What kind of
Fantasy
transaction?
romance.
What the
1
fuck?
hour, 31 minutes. When Aladdin, Scott Weinger, a poverty-stricken but well-meaning Agrabah thief, frees a genie, Robin Williams, from a lamp. He finds his wishes granted. However, as soon as that... Well...
All right, do that one.
Jesus, yeah, I gotta do the whole thing. However, he soon finds that evil has other plans for the lamp and for Princess Jasmine, Linda Larkin. But can Aladdin save Princess Jasmine and his love for her after she sees that he isn't quite what he appears to be? Whoa, that was rough.
All right, It's a Wonderful Life or Aladdin. It's a Wonderful Life or Aladdin. We'll let Chris go first, since he has two.
Gonna have to go with Aladdin. People revere that movie. Wonderful Life might be 100%, or it might be like 88. So I'm going with Aladdin.
Travis?
Travis, go.
I'll go with It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm going to go Aladdin.
All right. Chris
This is going to be momentous.
goes with Aladdin. Angela goes with Aladdin. Travis goes with It's a Wonderful Life.
This is a game-changing moment.
This is game-changing?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
That's the Hillside Animal Hospital game changer of the game. Sorry, go ahead.
Chris and Angela.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Oh!
Chris wins it. Angela gets her first point.
Spirit win all around. There it is.
I don't feel any different.
For getting that question right, Angela can get a free nail trimming at Hillside Animal Hospital for your nails,
Okay.
not the dog.
If I get two, will they express my anal gland?
You know, had I said that, I would have got the double look. You said it. That's hilarious.
It's the delivery.
Yes, they will.
It's all about
have
delivery,
you been,
bro.
Have you been dragging across the carpet a lot lately?
It itches.
Okay. I've noticed you've kind of been wiggling in this chair a little bit.
You gotta do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Angela Smith getting her anal glands. Okay. At hillsideanimalhospital.net for more information.
Do you want to hear what the tiebreaker would have been?
I do.
Okay. This it
You
actually
get two right.
this one at the end was the birth of Sean's catchphrase that he had at the end of
I gotta go to the bathroom.
yeah. So here you go. Here's how it all developed.
For the tiebreaker, Scrooged, 1988. Drama Fantasy Christmas. 1 hour, 41 minutes. In this modern take on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, Frank Cross, Bill Murray, is a wildly successful television executive whose cold ambition and curmudgeonly,
Curmudgeonly.
curmudgeonly,
Curmudgeonly.
curmudgery, curmudgeonly nature has driven away the love of his life, Claire Phillips, Karen Allen. But after firing a staff member, Elliot Lodermilk Bobcat Goldthwait, on Christmas Eve, Frank is visited by a series of ghosts who give him a chance to reevaluate his actions and to right the wrongs of his past.
We need a catchphrase. What can your catchphrase be?
I don't know. I gotta get one. Bye-bye. No. I'll see you in the bathroom. No. I gotta go to the bathroom. How's that?
That's your catchphrase?
I gotta go to the bathroom. See you later.
It really is.
I'll see you later. I gotta go to the bathroom. How's that?
All right, that's how it all began.
That's how it began.
And it was
I
supposed
gotta go to the
It
bathroom.
was supposed to be apparently. I'll see you in the bathroom, which wasn't gonna work.
That's a not bad catchphrase. Hey, I see you in the bathroom.
So what would you have guessed for Scrooge?
Scrooge, I am going 59%.
Angela?
Scrooged. We'll go 63.
Okay.
82.
Angela would have won. It's a 70.
Wow.
So there you
Look at
go.
her.
Progression.
This might
She is a
work out.
progressive. She is
Yes.
progressing in this game.
I like where this went. Nice job, Angela.
Great
to
job.
Angela.
Thank you, everyone.
Shout out to Dr. Ed in Hawaii, and be sure to take your animals by Hillside Animal Hospital. And also support Gateway Pet Guardians. They're going to have a dog at our comedy event this Thursday. Dr. Ed does a lot of work with them. That's enough. Angela, anything coming up for you we need to look out for?
We have the St. Louis Independent Comedy Christmas Spectacular.
Oh yeah.
That's always a good time. It's really
Holidays-
fun.
Holiday show. I don't know what Chris Sear is calling it. I'm
Slick
sure it's
Christmas
wordy.
show, holiday show. Yeah, right. I'm
Clean
sure.
slam.
I'm sure
That's
it
a
goes
clean
on
slam.
forever, but then eventually makes you laugh more than you thought you would.
That is what he does. No, so he's producing it. Aaron Sawyer and I are hosting it. This is Aaron and I's third year
A
hosting
very
the show.
slick holiday party 3.
Yeah, so that is next Wednesday night at the Heavy Anchor in Bevo.
One of my favorite things our friend Yale has ever done. He did at that show a couple years ago.
Was it his Dylan Thomas Christmas?
He
or
read a
whatever?
letter.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did that.
Yeah, that was
Yale
ver-
will let you know. Yale's listening out there, hopefully.
sure.
Radio Land.
Yeah.
But Yale will be on the show again this year. We have, I want to say 12 different acts. And so the whole point of the show is that we don't do stand-up, so you can exhale.
sketches, musical acts, anything other than stand-up comedy. Annual
Yeah.
holiday pageant. So
Yep,
you like
so-
pageants, Gardner?
Yeah, I just got invited to this one.
Nice.
good.
Congratulations.
I was
Congratulations.
asked to move a mattress before.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Good for
I've
you.
been
We'll get that sorted for
invited
you.
to this.
Travis, any shout-outs, Gardner shout-outs we need to take care of?
No, I think I'm good. I'll shout out to someone, and maybe we could discuss this story tomorrow. But a shout out to the guy in Moberly, Missouri, who put underwear on his head to rob a convenience store.
Got his Realtree hoodie on
Yeah.
and a hunting rifle. That's
There we
good.
go.
That's nice.
Maybe we'll talk about him.
Shout out to my homegirl Nancy Pelosi, bringing
I
back the
think-
Constitution. Way to protect it, my sister.
Did
Keep
it
hope
go anywhere?
alive.
Did Nicolas Cage steal it?
Nah,
Was that
not
National
this time.
Treasure 3?
That could possibly be Disney
Shout out-
Plus coming 2020.
Shout out to Nick Cannon for uniting the black community to hate him for trying to diss track Eminem. Have you seen this?
Whatever
Nick
Nick
Cannon
Cannon
put
did,
out
I'm
a re-
supporting Nick Cannon.
Nick, no.
support
Well,
Nick
you're
Cannon.
on the opposite side of every rapper on the planet.
I support Nick Cannon. 'cause
Every-
The
you don't-
trending hashtag
Nah.
is RIP Nick.
Yeah.
Not Nick Cannon.
Yeah, you are.
No, what they
hey,
do to
hey,
Nick Cannon?
Candace, you're,
What they do
he's
to
a-
Nick
he's
Cannon?
a- no, Nick Cannon went after Eminem and swung and
Yeah, because Eminem keep going after his ex-wife,
swung and missed,
Who's
my
his ex-wife?
friend.
Mariah Carey.
Oh,
Mariah
okay.
Ca-
Why don't you just say
they-
Mariah Carey? No one knows Mariah Carey. You know Nick Cannon's
Yeah.
ex-wife?
Everybody knows
Way to be a
Mariah Carey.
sexist. Way to be a
Oh, Mariah
sexist.
You did this
Carey.
yesterday,
Yeah,
too.
that's right. Mariah Carey. How many Grammys does she have?
No.
And all she is to him.
No,
is
that's
Nick
not
Cannon's
how
ex?
you guys are
No,
completely taking
Oh
this
my
out of
God.
context. No, this is not.
You ain't
no.
woke. You ain't
no.
woke as shit
no,
at
no,
all.
that is not what I meant to
No.
imply.
This is the
Scarlet
second time you've
t-shirt.
done this
wait,
in 2 days.
No, wait, guys.
You sleep, not woke.
Oh, well,
Got to
boy.
turn my alarm clock on. My bad.
Oh, you are on the wrong side of history. Because
What did they do to Eminem? What did he do?
Oh, he put out the worst diss track of all time, and then
Nick Cannon put out a
every
diss track?
against
Oh,
Eminem.
Nick, just use your words, Nick. Use your
against
words, not the
Eminem,
rap words.
And then every rapper on the planet was like, Nick, no, that was bad,
It was that bad?
so bad.
Oh,
so
Nick
bad.
Cannon make too much damn money to
It's
be.
literally
Oh no, Nick.
trending in the United States.
Are you serious? I'm gonna-
R.I.P. Nick Cannon.
His Wikipedia page got changed to
Oh no.
Yeah, they got him.
Cannon's occupation, certified clown.
Oh no, Nick.
Died December
Yeah.
10th, 2019.
Oh, Nick, what did
Detroit,
you do?
Michigan.
And now everybody's saying Eminem won a rap beef without even releasing a diss track.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm sorry, Travis. And then you just sided with him.
I did. Nick Cannon, he's a brother.
Well, all the brothers are behind Eminem.
What other brothers behind him?
Every
Oh, no, I need
brother.
names. I need
Okay.
names.
Not
That's-
News World.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
demand an apology, Nicholas. Here's the tweet from Eminem. I demand an apology, Nicholas. You've made my gardener so jealous. So, hang on. There was
No, I need certifiable names. Don't be giving me the Donald Trump. Some people. I need to know who these rappers are.
But people buy that, so why not go with that?
50 Cent, Dr. Dre. Hang on.
They're with
Let me see.
Eminem.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
yeah.
of course, Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah, Dr. Dre put
yeah,
on
Dr.
Eminem,
Dre's gonna
so
do
yeah.
a heel turn and go.
Wait,
and
so he
fight
doesn't
for
count,
Nick
though?
Cannon.
No, they
Does
don't count.
Dr. Dre count?
No, Dr. Dre does not count.
Oh my God.
You can't count Dr. Dre. That's his like
Okay,
mentor.
well, then
Dr.
you
Dre
can't.
doesn't count, and
okay,
Marlon
right.
Wayans
Tell me when
is
it's Dr. Phil.
trash
all
because he
right?
made fun of your
fair
fingernails.
enough. That's a good point.
No, there was a pretty big rapper that you would know. Let's see. sorry. I can't find
Because
that.
I don't think Drake would even get his name in there.
Michelle Obama's on
Meek Mill.
Eminem's side.
Yeah, I don't think Michelle Obama would participate in this
She's
at all.
on Eminem's side.
No, I think you're just saying some people.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
He's just listing black people he knows.
yeah, see, there are no other black
No,
rappers
there's
out. And Dr. Dre tweeted, or he sent out a message, or
There's a
he
huge
commented
one.
on it.
What does Chrissy
Uh-huh.
Teigen think?
Yeah, what does Tegan think? Tegan,
That's-
Tegan choosing a side.
She's
is how
your
we
hip hop representative?
She's the
She's our pop
culture.
culture
Yeah, she's our pop culture.
representative.
She's
Okay.
like, she's the arbiter.
I'll have to find it.
Okay, that's what I
There's a-
thought. Okay,
No, there's no.
So
that's
right
right,
now,
you know
right
nothing
now,
about
I am
this.
on Team Nick Cannon until I can hear this diss track.
You're an idiot.
Nick Cannon, it can't be that bad. Is it that bad?
Does
horrible.
he still make music?
That's the thing. He does it, but he's a very smart, very intelligent guy. So I would imagine that
making
someone would have
money.
told him not to do this if it was as bad as you guys are saying it is. Gardner, is it that bad?
Hot take.
Am I
Dave.
doing a bad? If by putting myself out there right now, is that an
You
intelligent
look like
move?
an idiot.
Do I?
I don't know. I'm not good at deciphering.
Angela, you've heard it.
Dis-
Good. No, I haven't. But my hot take is that Eminem wrote it, and they're in on it together.
Oh.
She's good at this.
She has been on
honestly,
these
like, that's
conspiracies.
probably what it
This
good.
is really the first show that we need to talk to a lawyer afterwards.
Right.
You'll be fine. My mom watches a lot of Infowars, and like she,
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh, what have we done?
she still has a job, so
Oh,
like,
boy.
I'm gonna be
She a
fine.
fan of the guy
Be
interrupting
fine.
the impeachment proceeding the other day from Infowars, who I used to work with.
She referred to CNN as the evil liberal news media in a Facebook comment the other day, and I'm like, it's CNN. You know, you hear that about MSNBC or
You
whatever.
can't be evil with a guy named Anderson Cooper leading your broadcast.
I don't trust
Maybe she's right. I don't watch the TV. I don't watch the news.
Maybe
might be-
she's right.
maybe she's right.
Maybe she's on.
It's hard to say she's wrong.
But right or wrong doesn't make a difference. So
Aw.
there you go. That's all you have to remember this holiday season.
There
It
it
doesn't
is.
matter what you believe or what you think
We'll
is
get
good
more-
or bad. You can't change anything.
I'm trying to wade through the millions
This
of
is
black
how I
Twitter
think,
tweets
too.
that are saying like Nick Cannon's in trouble. But
Hold on, I'm
we'll
gonna
have a full list.
Real black people.
We'll have a full list. 50 Cent threatens Nick Cannon over Eminem diss.
He's just looking for money.
Let's
Yeah.
have a full list to start the show tomorrow.
We will.
What's
Okay.
Suge Knight say?
For well, Suge Knight's on Nick Cannon's side, Travis. So you're on Suge Knight's side. The great Angela Smith. Give it up for her. Follow her on Twitter at Angela Smith or Angela Marie 85.
Angela Marie 85.
85. We'll do that. And big thanks to her for coming on. Thanks to
Thanks for having
Hillside. Thanks to all of our other sponsors. See you Thursday for comedy. And then this week we've got Matt Eisman and Matt Broniker in as well. So it'll be fun the rest of the week. We're back tomorrow live at 8 a.m. See you then.
Peace.